Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, we do have to rock out like this, man. This is annoying. But I thank y'all for being in here. So you know the mantra. Peace. Kofa, G.R.O.W.T.H podcast. Wake your glass up. Today is September 30th, 2024, the year of our Lord. The time is now 7:31 p.m. because of technical difficulties. That is Eastern Standard Time in the lovely city of Atlanta, Georgia. I am your humble host, Kofa, K-O-F-A, not coffee, not kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Easy to say, easy to spell. This is G.R.O.W.T.H podcast, where growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. This is where we help men find a positive fuck it. Thank you all for being in here tonight. Let me go ahead and get to y'all comments. Y'all already rolling in. BT, Messy, Blaze, everybody in the chat. I see y'all. I appreciate y'all. Go ahead and hit you with Randy. Maybe.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful audience. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely. And
bring it back on me. I don't know why this is tripping. Again, every time your boy try to do something important, I have some type of issue. So we're just going to widen this out some more. Y'all know how to use super chats. Y'all know how to use Cash Apps and PayPals, man. I appreciate everybody being in here. As always, hit the like button. The like button is free. Like I always say, take your shoes off when you come in my house. Hit the like button. The like button is free. Let me get to y'all comments. We're going to get to rolling. Brother BT in the building. First comment of the night says, just start the live. I can't wait no more.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Brother Malika with the $4 super chat says, for the toothpick fun. I appreciate it.
These last $2.
I appreciate that, Brother Malika. We're going to multiply that by 2 for $4. And then we got Brother Drew Titan in the building. Says, Cook King. I appreciate you, bro.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
BT says this is going to be epic. You already see the devil trying to work against the boy with these technical issues, but it's all good. We're going to get through this motherfucker tonight. The truth will be told tonight. Let me see. Sister Messy in the building. What's going on, Miss Michonne? She says, let's go with a $5 super chat.
You go, girl.
Corey Joe says, we here, Kofa, we here. Now hit the like button. Yes, yes. Again, Sister Royalty in the building. Appreciate you being in here, sis.
You go, girl.
Everybody speaking. I love to see it. Almanize in the building says, hey, y'all.
You go, girl.
What is going on, sis? Let me see. Messing Michonne says, I was giving up all that pleasure.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Yep, and she says he's 2. Yeah, we get into all that, sis. Lord. Where we at? Messy Michonne says, let me bring that up. Is the mama a good mama? By Messy Michonne terms, yes.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Messy says, is the mama sexy red?
No, 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 no.
No, ma'am. Again, Corey Joe with it. Hit like, share, comment, and please hit the like button. Yes, yes, yes. Make sure y'all share. Let me see. Yep. Yeah, my camera was fucked up. I know. And it was like, what she said, what Messy say? We know what you look like. I know. Look, I like to be on camera, Messy. I know you don't. You just got your picture up there. Messy says, get to the story, laugh my ass off. BT, this motherfucker camera not working. I promise y'all we're gonna get to the story, y'all. Royalty says, you didn't, I didn't PMCS my camera. Army talk, y'all missed that. Broker says, colder than 2 old fish grease. I'm sorry, brother. Blaze with the $10 spot says, 5 minutes late again. Clearly you don't want to work at Luther's Janitorial. I'm docking your pay.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
We're going to do it 5 times 2.
These last $2.
I appreciate it, Blaze. Royalty says, oh, my Niecy Pooh Ivy said, hey, tell Niecy Pooh Uncle Kofa said, hey, you might want to plug your ears up for this one, Royalty. Just saying. Messi Michonne says, go to the car and use your laptop. Broker Trish said, we got to see picture in picture, Kofa. Yeah, we just got to do this, bro. We got to cook like this tonight. Yep, I'm in Atlanta, Messi. So when you see all that foolishness going on, and Atlanta is not a real place, indeed, Atlanta is not a real place.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Me and BT talk about it all the time. Y'all don't know. I get a lot of damn news in Atlanta going on from BT. He be like, bro, did you see this? Did you hear about this? Niggas be nigging. But anyway, let's keep going. Broken Tradition says, how Randy full screen but not Kofa? I had to make the adjustment, bro. I knew y'all was in here talking shit. That's why I focused on the camera instead of y'all damn comments. Messi back at it. She says, I freed this time up just for you and this. Thank you, ma'am. I got you tonight. We're going to learn something. Brother Blaze says, now how are you going to take our shoes off when you're not even here to let us inside?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I hate y'all, man. I hate y'all. Miss says, oh no, Kofi. Yeah, I had the camera. Said no. What? No, Ninja Time? No, I was on time. Matter of fact, I was early. I let the song play until 7:31. Don't pay Blaze no goddamn attention, Missy. You know better than that. Let me see. Sister Royalty says she's heard worse. Hell, got a celebrity in the building. Stop the damn presses. Beautiful Lies, El Guapo in the building. I appreciate you being in here, brother, with the $20 bomb. Thank you. Let me go ahead and hit you with this. He says, salute, bro. Been there, boss. He's been there as a single dad. Yes, sir. And let me go ahead and hit him with the 20 spot.
Let me borrow $20 to the mall.
I appreciate you, El Guapo. Thank you for being in here, brother. Thank you for being in here. Let me get Brother Malika's comments. He says, Kofa, your son is blessed to have a good dad like you to be his father. Thank you, brother. That means the world to me. Thank you. Let's go ahead and get to cooking. Through the Fire came in with a $10 spot. Let me get this real quick. Appreciate you, TJ. Salute, brother. He says, here's something for the Pampers. Truth told, I'm trying to get that boy out of damn Pampers now. We're going to get to all that as well. Times two.
These last $2. Last $2.
Look, Blaze says niggas gon' niggas, says the guy who was late. Bro, I was on time. Again, I was early. Thank you. You just rolling in here late. But let me see. I got 12 watching, 12 likes. I appreciate it. Y'all make sure y'all share this because it's not just my story. Let me go ahead and get into the story real quick. It's not just my story. It's a lot of other brothers' story of being the good guy, being Mr. Available, being Mr. Consistent, being Mr. On Time, Blaze. It's a lot of other brothers' story. And when I say brothers, I'm talking about men in general. I don't care about the color. I know some white dudes who have gone through straight up hell as single dads. This isn't my first rodeo. So quick background, most of y'all know I have a 20-year-old daughter. So I am starting all the way the fuck back over with my 2-year-old son that I just found out about. So my daughter's 20. I was a father at 21, 22 years old. Went through that phase. This chick that I used to know from college, we have been off and on. So that's the short and skinny of me and my son's mother. We've been off and on forever and a day. And when we were on fucking invincible. Could have took over the world type shit. She is still to this day, as much as I do not like her, Kofa ain't no damn dummy. She is one of the smartest people I have ever met in my fucking life. But that also makes her a dangerous person. I'll get into a little bit more of that later on. But when we were on, we were fucking on. When we were off, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So, dialing back to when I started up my YouTube channel, I gave a cautionary tale. Salute Dr. Tia Son Johnson. I appreciate you being in here. Let me go ahead and get this super chat. I'm going to get right back to it, y'all. But the celebs, my mentors, whether they know it or not, Beautiful Lives, Dr. T. Hassan Johnson, these are brothers I really look up to and respect their work. So pause for the cause real quick. He says, keep being the example our boys need.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
I appreciate you, Dr. T. And for the 10 spot, you get 5. Times 2.
These last $2.
I appreciate you again. So again, when we were on, when we were off, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So I shared a cautionary tale probably in 2022 about not being Gervonta Davis or Tory Lanez or myself. And I shared the pictures from that because the first time we got into it should have been the last time. But I was 26 and still hopeful and wokety woke Kofa, and I want me a black queen, and she was something familiar. So we got into it back then. When I say got into it, I mean a physical altercation. And I shared with y'all on this channel, I almost killed that motherfucker. She was whooping my ass. I'm getting tagged in the face, clawed, punched, all over a stupid, petty ass argument. Who I was then isn't who I am now. I didn't know how to handle that shit then, so I didn't want to put my hands on a woman. So I'm trying to grab her hands and stop and hold her and walk away. And of course, she does what a lot of women do. She throws herself across the door and no, I can't move. And mind you, at the time, this is a 1-bedroom apartment on the 2nd floor, one way in, one way out. I want you to keep that in mind because I'm gonna get back to that story in a second. It's gonna matter. I'm bringing everything into context. It may not be in a straight line, but it's going to be into context, especially for younger brothers out there that may be going through something similar. I'm telling you now, fucking leave. Cut that bitch loose. I don't care how good the pussy is. I don't care how fine you think she is. I don't care if y'all on that y'all on, like I did. I'm telling you this shit straight up and motherfucking down. Fucking leave. Any woman that'll put her hands on you and think that shit is cool, leave. So I'm going to tell on myself as well. I got sick of getting punched in the face and I'm trying to catch her hands. So I snap. I literally snap. I know we always hear these stories of, oh, these men just out here beating women. And no. Nigga, I snap. I got sick of that shit. I'm trying to walk out. I'm trying to leave, keep a cool head. At the time, I had my little flip Nextel, Nokia phone, whatever it was at the time. I tried to call the police. She snatches the phone away from me and breaks my little flip phone in half. Now I don't have no damn phone. So I backhand her and I put all my weight on her while she's on the ground and I start choking the shit out of her. I have a full out-of-body experience. I'm looking at myself in the corner, looking at me choking her, telling me to let her go. I'm gonna say it again because some of y'all missed that. I had an out-of-body experience. That's why I was so pissed the fuck off. That's how pissed off I was, I'm looking at myself, looking at me, telling me to let her go. I let her go. This motherfucker ain't moving. So luckily I had my work phone at the time. Call my mom, tell her I'm getting ready to go to jail, this, that, and the third. By the time I'm having this conversation with my mama, shorty done started coughing. She up. I'm baby, I'm sorry, and all that shit. She get right back up, get a second win, still trying to fucking fight.
You go, girl!
Straight up trooper. She's trying to fight me again after this second win, after I almost choked the life out of her. She doesn't try to get away. She's not the one trying to call the police. None of that shit. I go outside. This is a whole ordeal. This is years ago. Call the police. Long story short, the police come, see my face, get both sides of our stories, and they end up arresting her because then she's talking shit to the cops. So this stuff that you see on YouTube, that you see online, all this shit is not a skit. All of it is not staged. All of it is not play. Everything is not a joke. So when these brothers are telling you their story years later, then give you chapter and verse as I'm doing now, and with the backup evidence as I'm about to show, please believe us. But at the same time, I'm sick of asking you motherfuckers. Because you are going to feel how you're going to feel. You're going to believe what you want to believe. You're going to think what you're going to think. You're going to do what you're going to do. But being in that situation, because I put my hands on a woman, bad black man, I always felt bad about that for like the next 12 years. So it'll be a 3-year period, a 5-year period between us talking. It wasn't like I jumped right back into it. It was just constant, just up and down, back and forth. She go do her thing, I go do my thing. We end up rekindling. We only live maybe an hour away from each other. At most, when I was in Alabama or she was in Georgia, or when I was in Georgia and she was back in Alabama, it was just a constant, a very toxic situation of me trying to be better, not thinking enough of myself. All that shit led up to this live today. Let me get to y'all comments. Where did I leave off? Messy Michonne, surprise. You know it take a lot to shock Messy.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Kofa, you are 2 times 2. I got a older daughter. Messy says viewer discretion is advised. Through the Fire says right, bounce, bro, leave. Malika says facts and truth. Yes, facts, leave. Me and BT have talked about that. Del Monte Green's in the building. It's such a shame when you rather eat a steak than keep some pussy. Let's see. Let's keep going. Through the Fire says razor phone. And this is facts. I'm at that point now. But again, had to learn. Messy surprise, toxic. Broke Trish said, not you, girl try. She wanted something else. She wanted me to, let me see. Yeah, Messy, rekindling after that, because I thought I was wrong. I didn't have anybody. Mind y'all, this is 2008. Wasn't no motherfucking red pill. Wasn't no Kevin Samuels. There was no Beautiful Lies. There was no Dr. T assigned to me. These brothers obviously existed. But we did not have this space. We did not have the language. So I'm feeling bad trying to make up for lost time. I told you I was going to give y'all a little bit of her history. I'm not going to tell y'all the whole story. Imagine some of the worst stuff that could happen to a little girl and what that could manifest to. Let you think about it for a second. Now that you got that, being a positive black male, it's all my fault. Let me be a better man. Let me not be one of those men from her past when she was too little to do anything, if you get my drift. That's no excuse, brother. It's no excuse. For what manifests itself into anger and rage and physical violence and verbal violence, that is no excuse for no woman. This is why brothers are so fucking cold now. Because I was that understanding guy. I was that patient guy. I was that loving guy, that caring guy. That, man, she's been through this. I don't want to add my name to the list. Dumbass nigga.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid.
Do not do that shit to yourself, brother. You fucking matter too. This is part of the reason I came up with that slogan. That you matter. You're not crazy. And to make better choices. When you have a woman that has gone through that type of stuff, there's something broken inside of her. Mentally, emotionally, whatever you want to put it on, bro. Something is wrong. You need to leave. You cannot save everybody. I was trying to be Mr. Patient and understanding, and this shit took me years. By the time I really put my flag in the sand, drew my line in the sand, and was done, red pilled up, I had made a child, unbeknownst to me. Let me get back to y'all comments. Through the Fire says, these chicks are wickedly dangerous. Very much so. Messy says, trust, I get it. Del Monte says, 08, that's when I was forced to leave my sons. She got Section 8 on me and forced me out. What the, bruh, I don't even, what the fuck, bruh? Broken Tradition says, that's a dangerous combination. Sorry for sniffling, y'all. I think I'm coming down with something. It sprinkled over here. Got caught up in the shower. Then I walked right back in the AC. But anyway, so all that happened back then. So I'm going to give y'all a quick rundown. I'm going off camera on purpose. I'm going to add some things because it's going to add context to it. So me being, I know you guys can still hear me, but me being who I was, again, it had been years that had passed. So I'm dating. I'm trying to find a way to give my daughter a family because her mother had been married for a while. So she had a family on that side. And again, me being who I was, I also wanted a black queen. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm adding something to the show again, like I said, for context. Let me add that one. So that's me and Shorty Boys right there. If y'all can see that one. I'm going to get back to that in a second. There's a couple other things that I had to add. Boom. And then I'm going to bring it back on me real quick. So me trying to make this family. Again, this is why brothers are so hard on not dating single moms. You cannot tell me what the fuck I have and have not been through. It's a reason why I move like that now. It's a reason why I started moving like that. And this was the last time. So I never wanted to get in the middle of her and my daughter's relationship because we rekindled again in 2008. Like I told y'all, we were off and on. So it was like 08, 2012-ish, then not again until 2018. And every time I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. Now, she's never put her hands on me again after that. Anytime we rekindled and went back and forth, she's never done that. But it was always this. I'm not fond of mouthy ass women. I'm not, and this is why. Because she's trying to trigger something out of me. And at the time, I was cutting it short. But Kofa was a very forgiving person. So everything nice that we're telling black men they should be doing for black women, Kofa did that shit. I can only speak for me, but I know other brothers have done it as well. Forgiving, understanding, patience, love, caring, stepfatherhood, all that shit. This is why the red pill sounds so angry all the time. Motherfucker, it's a reason.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
It's a reason why brothers are talking like we're talking now. Again, 08, that point in time, we didn't have a space to say that. We still thinking we crazy as fuck. You did something wrong by a black woman. You need to fix it. So I'm constantly trying to fix shit. It wasn't until years later when I sat down, really took full inventory of my life and had to realize I'm not that damn bad. I'm just not. I'm not perfect. I ain't walked on nobody's water, but I'm not that bad to have dealt with the bullshit that I dealt with. And that's on me. That's called accountability, fellas. That's all on me. But you get to make adjustments too. I'm getting to all that shit in a second. Uh-oh. You get to make adjustments too. Now we're going to get to the meat of the story. Well, I take that back. 2018, we rekindle, shit don't work out, but now my daughter's old enough to remember we were supposed to be a family because by then, old girl had been married, divorced, and had 2 kids. So her kids were 3, 2 at the time, maybe 4 and 3 at the time. So I'm getting ready to walk in the stepdaddyhood, right? And Kofa's great with kids. I worked with kids since I was one. I shared that story with y'all. I'm great with fucking kids. So being a stepdad, it's never been a problem for me. Or dating a woman with kids, it's never been a problem for me. Because the kids like me, I like the kids, is what it is. And it's so many brothers that get caught up in this because it is commonplace in the black community. If we want to date as American black men, we damn near have to accept dating single mothers. And if you accept single mothers, that means you're accepting single mothers of multiple children from multiple men. That's the average, fellas. If she has one child, 60% of women that have one child have multiple children by multiple men. Those are statistics. It's fucked up, but it is what it is. But guess what? I, like many others, accepted that shit at the time. Fast forward, she get the jawing because, again, somebody else I had dated, I had raised their child too. I wasn't going to leave that little girl because I promised I was never going to leave her. So the current girlfriend with the two boys, now my son's mother, at the time, she was upset that I still had a relationship with this other woman and her daughter. She kept telling me, well, that's not your daughter. Well, bitch, these ain't my boys. But I've been in both of their lives since they was little. I'm not going nowhere. I'm just not that type of dude. I've seen the impact it has. Again, saving my community, Mr. Michonne, SYCBM, all that shit. I know we be joking back and forth, messy. I do not believe in that shit anymore because I have seen what trying to save the community looks like for so many black men.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And it does not work.
No.
I've seen black men literally almost lose or lose their lives trying to save the community, volunteering, coaching, being there, doing stuff for the church, picking up other people's kids, doing all this save the community bullshit. I've seen brothers get put in the ground because of stress, bad health, or just general tiredness. And brothers are cautioned against that because guess what? Then you start rewarding yourself because you help the community out. So you deserve that extra drink. You deserve that extra smoke. And before you know it, your health is declining. And before you know it, after that, you're out of here. No jokes, no social media psychology. I have been a witness to it. And guess what? Don't nobody feel bad after that shit happened. That's his fault. Nobody made him do it. Let me get to y'all comments real quick. Where'd I leave off? I saw a no Diddy in there somewhere from somebody. Let me see. Damn, y'all been in here cooking. Let me see. Through the Fire says, yes, damn shame. They never let him into the Hall of Fame. Oh, you talking about Mutombo? Yeah. Brother Malika says, Kofa, I was talking with a co-worker and stated black men are raised in our community see ourselves as unworthy and accepting of toxic relationships / behavior, which keeps us lost and losing.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And a lot of times who will be raised by? Grandmama, mama, auntie. We have older women putting this in our head to damn near accept this shit. Why? Because somebody accepted it for them. And I'm telling you this because my mother's been married to my father for 43 years. But it's certain things I would tell her about dating out here in this day and age, and she'd just straight up laugh in my face. Boy, ain't no girls doing that. You just talking to the wrong women. Who am I supposed to talk to, mama? You need to find you a church girl.
Ho, ho, ho.
Green Giant.
Find one of them girls you at work. She got something going for herself.
Ho, ho, ho.
Green Giant.
Well, you know, everybody ain't out there like that. Them smart ones, they ain't got time to be running around with a whole bunch of men. Nasty bitch. We've talked about it time and time again. So many women have so many options, and that's why they don't like talking about body count and their past antics. And these are the supposed good girls on paper. Brothers have already been inundated with a real man is going to do this. There was a whole movement in the fucking 90s and early 2000s. If you're old enough to remember, a real man would step up. Instead of being the stepfather, he'd just be the father that stepped up. Well, you got to take care of me and my kids. We a package deal. That shit was pushed on us. So if you weren't willing to accept that low key, nigga, you probably weren't going to get no pussy. And then God forbid you attach that you actually like this woman's company, that she might have something going for herself. And before you know, you caught up. Salute to brother Andre from Love Crossing Borders. He talks about it all the time. He was married and he was a stepfather, and the kids weren't even bad. They weren't a headache for him. But after he divorced their mother and later on in their life, you think them kids call him? You think they called to check on this good stepdaddy I had? Let me keep on rolling. I appreciate that, Malika. Let me see where we at. Through the Fire says that mouth is dangerous and not in a good way.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Corey Joe says no one likes too much mouth at all. Corey Joe, women use the tongue as violence. They do. I had to start telling bitches, you get loose with your tongue, I'm gonna get loose with my hands. For whatever fucking reason, that has kept a health. It's fucked up. That toxic ass statement has kept a healthy level of respect.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I don't want to be that guy. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna walk away because that's just who call. I don't want no problems. I'm too close to retirement. BT says I've been there with my ex too. What meat? Yep. Pause. No Diddy. What is it? Messy Michonne, protect your money, energy, attention, and time. Salute to Coach Greg.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Jay Will in the building says, peace and blessings, Kofa. Peace and blessings to everyone. Big facts. Let me see. Message says, you good with kids because you were one, sir? No, I said I worked with kids. I always work, but I've always, like, kids. Real quick side story. I'm in the fucking grocery store. I'm in big ass Walmart. I passed by this this Asian lady and her little 2-year-old daughter. I wave at them because the little girl, you know, they stare like kids do. Bruh, I done walked from the cash register part of Walmart all the way back to the frozen section. You know, this little Asian girl followed me through the whole store. I don't know why. When the babies are crying in restaurants and stuff, give me the baby. Baby come to Uncle Kofa, baby shut the fuck up. I don't know why. Like, all bullshit aside, I'm great with fucking kids, and I don't know why. It's always been like that. It's been like that since I was a kid, an older kid. And people have always looked at me weird, like, oh, that nigga. Some people giving me the side eye thinking I'm touching the kids. No, I just work with kids. But because of that type of pushback that I have gotten from the community, is why I took a step back. Okay, you want black men to say the community, but you don't want us around your children, those of us that actually can build a rapport. And I'm not just talking about little babies. When I say kids, I'm talking about up to college age, 20, 21, 22, because I can talk to that young man from a man level and it stick. He hear a different voice than his father if he has one. He hear a man's voice in the first place if he doesn't have a father or a male figure around. And one of the last things I like to ask when I'm mentoring or just around kids, did that shit make sense to you? I don't give a fuck if he 6, 7, or 8. I'm probably gonna cuss at him. Did that shit make sense to you? Yeah. For whatever reason, Kofa has a rapport with kids. But because the black community on the bullshit is on, y'all fucking got it. That's why I started saying fuck them kids. Because it ain't even really to the kids, it's to y'all grown, simple-minded motherfuckers.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Diamante says, at this point, I really don't see myself in a situation with the lady, trying to restart with my sons now and trying to repair everything while limited. Bruh, go get snipped. You already got a legacy. You got your boys, go get fucking snipped. I'm getting to that in a second too. I didn't forget where I left off, y'all. I'm just really trying to give y'all due diligence for being in here rocking with me. Corey Joe says, I'm a step dummy too. I love my fam though. Salute, bro. If that shit is working, ride it, bro. Me and BT talk about it all the time. BT's heard me say it. His wife has heard me say it. He's a stepfather. Hell, he damn near starting over like me as a stepfather, but he has a great situation. Me and Mama Lex, we talk shit to each other. We tease each other, but that's sis for real. Like, I know Mrs. BT is a solid woman for BT, and I know BT is a solid husband for Mrs. BT. Salute to them.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So it can work. The likelihood of it working, though, is so small and minuscule, specifically in the Black community. I'm just not willing to gamble on that shit anymore. I'm not willing to gamble on that hurt. I'm not willing to gamble on being around the child so long. I told y'all about a case a little while ago. A dude had been with this woman since the daughter was 2. The daughter was 12 when they finally broke up. This woman took this man that she knows is not her baby's father to court, and the court made this man, stepdaddy, pay child support because he was the only father that she knew. He did not adopt her. He didn't sign any type of paperwork. But because he had been there that amount of time, the judge saw fit to make this man pay child support for a child that everybody knows was not his.
But wait, it gets worse.
So a lot of times when I'm talking about not dating single moms, bro, the juice just ain't worth the squeeze. But Corey Joe, if you rocking, rock, bro. BT, you and Mama Lex, keep fucking rocking. Anybody else that actually has a good situation, keep fucking rocking. Again, y'all know me and BT talk offline all the time. So came up with a saying, there ain't shit. If you married and you in a good situation, stay there. Cause ain't shit out here but the 5 H's. Hookah, Henny, hot wings, hoes, and heartbreak.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Keep y'all ass in y'all good situations, man. Let's keep on rolling. Look where we at. Through the Fire says crash step dummies Anton would say. Shout out to Anton Daniels. BT says, Michonne, you're not accepting that reason. Miss says, not one bit. Look, child, this too much. Messy, I'm telling you, in this YouTube space, she says, Lord, save your community. In this YouTube space, brothers always gonna come on and put on this hard ass face like they ain't never cared for a woman, like they ain't never been heartbroken, like they ain't never took a loss. And that's the shit that pissed me off about not just the red pill or manosphere space, because niggas love to pretend like this shit ain't never happened to no damn body, but especially those pickup artist coaches, all these live panels I talked about a lot of y'all motherfuckers the other night. Y'all talk shit about the red pill, manosphere, passport bros, but a lot of you bitches and bitch ass niggas steal all of our fucking talking points.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So because I'm willing to tell my story, why would I be ashamed? I'm not the only brother that went through it. I'm not the first. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be the last, but hopefully I can get somebody's ear out there. But brothers have reasons for sticking in these situations. We try. The nigga tried, man. He tried to be a good father. He tried to be a good stepfather. Fuck a try. He executed. And it still ain't good enough, as y'all will see in a minute. Where we at? Let me see. Through the Fire says, most of our women are nothing but hoes, but want to trick you into believing they're virtuous while having no fathers in common with their kids.
But wait, it gets worse.
We gonna go. Miss says, I gotta lighten the mood. I know, sis, but look, hey, I hit that button for a reason. She says, help your people. Corey Joe says, true Kofa laying it out there though. I am, bro. I ain't even got to the meat of it yet. BT says, facts. I don't have that drop. Salute the message. Take me to the king. He said, I forgot about the green giant drop. Del Monte Green said, why you think they at church? Trying to scoop one up. Where we at? Mona D in the building. Appreciate you, sis. He says, hey, Kofa, where's my nephew?
You go, girl!
He is with his grandmammy. Daddy up here cooking. Let me see. Corey Joe says, F no. Jason says, crazy. They want men to accept their kids, but they want those same men to abandon their own biological kids. Bruh. Y'all in here cooking, everybody speaking. I appreciate it. Look, Corey Joe says, Uncle Kofa. But like it says, you have a good and caring heart. Those are your superpowers. Yeah, bruh. I had to go from being a superhero to an anti-hero. I'm not necessarily a villain, but I'm an anti-hero. I do what needs to be done if I can help. If not, again, like I said, I'm not going to burn down the community. I'm not going to set the fire. but I'm not gonna help put out the blaze either, and I'm probably gonna light a cigar off the flames.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Drew says, yo, you back at it, bro? Back in here. BT says, Mama Lex be donating to Kofa Lives and not...
You go, girl!
Salute to Mama Lex. Big facts and looking BT and that motherfucker paying bills. Thank you, Lex. Malika says, Kofa, please set your boundaries with your son's mother and be cautious because of her toxic past, and don't let her put her foolishness on your son. That's a good point. I'm going to stop off right there because I think I'm almost caught up with most of y'all comments. Painful X says, double the likes. Messi say, I know they be lying. Talking about the brothers on YouTube to be talking that shit like they ain't never took no L before. Yep, I think we all caught up. Let me bring Brother Malika's point, and that's going to pivot to the crux of the story. Kofa, please set your boundaries with your son's mother and be cautious because of her toxic past, and don't let her put her foolishness on your son.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
So, getting back to the story. 2018, we split up. I never want to get into, and by the time my daughter was a teenager, I never wanted to get in the middle of their relationship because they had a good rapport. So I let my daughter call. I did not call her sons because they were like between 2 and 4. They're like 9 months apart. Like, as soon as she had the first one, she turned right back around, had the second one. They got the same daddy. So that's another part that I took in, that she had been married before. Okay, cool. Could we all play that part? We give ourselves excuses. Well, at least she was married before. At least the kids got the same daddy. I gave myself all those excuses, y'all. So I didn't call and reach out to her boys because that meant I had to talk to her at the time. They were little. My daughter had her own cell phone at the time, so they could talk. Then it was a point in time where they weren't talking. Then time went by and the ex had got a new number, so she reached out to my daughter one day, and this had been years and shit like that. Again, so this is 2018, this is 2021 now. This is where the story begins. Never wanted to get in a relationship. Old girl was a traveling nurse. Red flag. Kevin Samuels was right again. Let me go ahead and bring up The Godfather because the brother was right again. Stop dating fucking nurses. Ooh.
But, you know, I could be all wrong. Maybe I'm just full of shit. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
All that shit. Again, this is me coming into like the red pill, understand, okay, shit, I'm not the only guy. Okay, I heard this other brother's story. I heard this other brother's story. Okay, mine is similar. Not the same. Oh shit, I wouldn't have did that. Hell no. Because I've never lived with a woman. So it's a lot of brothers that went through shit because they lived with a woman. I never moved in with a woman. I'll say that. I had them live with me, but I never moved in with a woman and her name was on the lease and I was paying all the bills. Never been them type of dynamics. So just hearing brothers' different stories, there's levels and layers to it. And some of y'all wouldn't have did what I did, but you also did some crazy ass shit that I wouldn't have done. But anyway, so she was a traveling nurse. She was here in Atlanta. These are other red flags to look for. When motherfuckers cannot, and she would always say this, when women are talking about that chick at work or she doesn't want to do this at work or has a problem, it was a key words that she always used to say, and I didn't catch it. She'd be like, the motherfuckers at work get on my nerves. They just don't know. I do not play well with others.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
She was telling on herself. This is why I'm telling this story, so brothers learn to listen. I'm trying to give you as much context and information as I can. Little shit like that. Little shit I would laugh about that we probably all laughed about. Well, okay, cool. We know you can't stand this bitch at work. We know she lazy, blah, 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 blah. But she would always say that shit. And it didn't click until like right when this shit was about to fizzle out. They just don't know. I don't play well with others. Bitch, obviously. So her and my daughter get back to talking or whatever. My daughter goes over there. Again, sister's a traveling nurse. So she's at work one day. I let my daughter chill with her because she's matured and all that time. And if anything happens, my daughter's old enough to tell me. So put a pin in that one as well. My daughter's old enough to tell me. Wink, wink.
Wait, it gets worse.
So the ex had got a dog. The nursing company that she was working for didn't allow pets in the apartment because they were covering the apartment while she was in town. They did a drop-by visit. The guy sees the dog. Oh, y'all gotta go. He gotta report it. So my daughter calls me, daddy, blah, 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 blah. We can't take the dog. I don't want to leave the dog. Because she had been over there for like the last, I say about a month, like maybe a weekend. I let them chill. I didn't want to get in their relationship. I can't raise a woman. Again, I'm taking all these bullshit sayings we say. I can't raise a woman, but I didn't know what I was sending my daughter into. Fast forward, fuck it. Y'all come on, man, because you get on my nerves. I was out. I got tired of hearing my daughter whine. Cool, bring the dog. She can come pick the dog when she come back in town, because she had left for something. She had went out of town for something. So she comes back. She asked me, well, I got to pick up the boys. Can we just crash the weekend? All right, cool. Let them crash the weekend. This is like July 4th. No, this is like the 4th of July weekend. So it's a long weekend. Let them stay the weekend. Then she was like, well, I talked to the people and they said that, they had to put me out the apartment. I had to find another program, which isn't going to be hard. COVID is still going on. I can find another program. Can we stay a little bit longer? So that weekend turned to 2 weeks, turned to, oh shit, I'm pregnant, turned to another month after that. So I'm telling you, brothers, for a reason, if shit does not sit right in your soul, don't question yourself as being the evil black man. Do not question yourself as being this fucked up ass dude. And I'm getting to the context. I'm getting to the Instagram messages. I'm getting to some of the law stuff in a second. But I had to put a lot of context into this. Stop fucking second guessing yourself. I'm going to tell you now instead of the end of the show. You matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. When that shit don't, when something is just like, and then you cave, again, because I caved for my daughter to get her to shut the fuck up about leaving the dog or the guy taking the dog or whatever the fucking case was. So for the next 2 weeks, I'm stepdaddy. I'm walking the dog and the kids there. And then by the time she's supposed to move out, my daughter's like, well, can I go over there and live with her? Fuck no, nigga. You're not going over there to live with her. Another red flag. Now my daughter's starting to act a little bit different.
Wait, it gets worse.
Hold up. Let me get to y'all comments. Let me slow up. I heard y'all coming in. Now my daughter's starting to act a little bit different. Another red flag, but I put my foot down. I'm daddy. No, you're not going to. If you're going to stay with somebody, both of your parents are alive. You can stay here or you can go back to Alabama and stay with your mama. Cool. She chooses to go back and stay with Alabama with her mama. I'm not doing all that shit. All that, because she was just being real defiant at the time. Being a teenage girl or teenager or whatever. But your ass ain't grown. I'm old school in that regard. Your ass can do what the fuck I say or get the fuck out my house. That's literally what the fuck I told her. I ain't have time to play with her. You damn near grown. You 17. Finna be 18. That shit ain't finna happen. So she went back to Bama, stayed with her mom. One day I'm coming down the steps. And it hit me at the top of my steps. Oh, girl is still here. Both of her sons are still here. It hits me. Oh shit. I'm the only person in my house that I'm related to.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And it's a lot of brothers that had epiphanies like that at one time or the other. So when these other brothers are online talking about niggas lame, niggas goofy, simping, being stepdaddies and all that shit, one word of encouragement I want to give to brothers that have been or are in stepdaddy mode, that proves how solid of a man you are, because you're taking care of a family that's not yours.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So you're paying the bills, you're providing and protecting for children that are not yours, for a woman that is obviously most of the time going to end up not going to be yours. but and I'm not saying you proved it to the community, you're not proving it to that woman, you proved it to yourself. So what I tell brothers all the time, if you can do that shit for a woman and her kids, what the fuck you think you can do riding that shit out on your own? Look at your bank account and tell me how much money you'll save if you weren't out here dating these baby mamas. Let me keep on. Let me get to y'all comments. I'm going to get back to that. So my daughter's back in Alabama. Cultural invasion. Yes, salute if you're in here, brother. Thank you. Drew says, fuck that. I got my first piece of kitty in the church. We talk about talking about a lot of these women. Yeah. Through the Fire says at least. RIP to the Godfather. Miss says nurse taking strays. Look, I'm sorry, man, because I've dealt with other nurses. Again, I had like 3 great loves. Like that shit from the Bronx Tales, I had like 3 great loves in my life. And she was one of them, like genuinely. But she wasn't the only nurse I dealt with. And like a lot of nurses are like a lot of what women say a lot of male doctors are like, they have a savior complex. They have a God complex because they help heal so many people. They can get a God complex and you can't tell these motherfuckers shit.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease!
Where we at? Let me see. Malika says, red flag like a motherfucker. And you know Malika don't even curse. God, no.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Malika don't even be in here cussing like that, bro. Yeah, bro, nurse. Let me see. Oh, y'all talking about trucking women? Corey Joe, y'all talking about trucking women? Let me see. Mashawn, caps lock button, throwing up gang signs. Lord. I guess that was another thing. Oh shit, my damn phone done fell. And y'all let me know if y'all hit anything in the Cash App. Hold on, let me make sure my phone is right. Brother, the International Choir Storm in here, bro. Man, salute to you, bro.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Because the Choir Storm that's a great supporter to have on your team, bro. Quick, easy advice. Simple as, nigga, get your shit together. So I appreciate you being in here, bro. LXST, been a minute. What's going on?
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease!
Drop it. Through the Fire says, I work alongside them nurses. They some dirty bitches. And they all got homeless men driving their cars.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Oh, man. Let me get these super chats. Make sure I didn't miss any. I think I got everybody. Yes, I appreciate everybody dropping in there. So, look, Quiet Storm says, that's all I had to say. Kofa knew what I meant, bro. Get your shit together. Get on top of it. And I'm still on it, Quiet Storm. Malika says, Kofa, this is proof your son mother is a problem and a bundle of chaos. As brothers, we should never, ever put ourselves in a situation we can't get out, especially when a person uses sign language. Big facts, bro. So now we're going to get to the real meat of the story. Because for the sake of time, because I actually got to get up like 5 in the morning and go to work. But for the sake of time, I am going to cut some things out, but we are going to get to the meat of the story, bro. This is the cautionary tale. I dated a single mother. I allowed her and her children to come live with me. I paid all the bills. Now, she did buy groceries. And this is the other thing that I got caught up with, bro, that we all say in the red pill. Man, she and her femininity, she presented well. I was like, oh, shit. She has actually changed. We might fucking work this time. We had a long talk that first weekend. I ain't gonna cap. I hit it, and my boy was like, bro, don't hit this shit. Don't hit this shit. Because he had came over, I had did a little grilling and shit. And he was like, bruh, she see your success. And I couldn't see it because Kofa's really humble, y'all. Like this house that I have in Atlanta, like this is just like a big joker for me to talk shit. If a motherfucker want to, talk down on the red pill or manosphere or you a lame, you a goofy, you single in Atlanta, nigga, what's wrong with you? You supposed to have bitches out the ass. All that shit. This house is just a big joker. I just see it as a house. Because I know some brothers don't have it. Some other people don't have it. I'm blessed. So he was like, bro, she see your success. She looking at the house. I'm like, nigga, it's a house. Like, I gotta live somewhere. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not thinking about that because we were dealing with each other before when I was in an apartment. My homeboy was right. Salute the Ty.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Corey Joe dropped $2 on me. He says, oh, make a part 2, Kofa. Oh, no, bro. We're going to get to it tonight. We're going to be here. We're going to be here, but I'm going to get it done. But I'm not going to leave out nothing that's pertinent. But you get the...
These last $2.
And salute to Gail Knight, other moderator extraordinaire. I appreciate you being in here, sis.
You go, girl!
But, again, I'm looking at all the femininity that a lot of brothers, always talk about. Thinking she changed. When I tell you my house was spotless, my belly was full, and my balls were empty, those 3 things that everybody say you supposed to do as a man and what the ladies are supposed to do don't mean a motherfucking thing.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Because when this get to going, that means it was already up here. It was already in here. Appreciate that, Quiet Storm. Quiet Storm says, I'm in class 6. When you want to pick back up, I could be there to support, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Gail says, I was waiting to hear this story live. I'm a crybaby. I'm so happy for you and Lil Kofa. I appreciate it, sis. Thank you. And appreciate you too, Quiet Storm. So, belly full, balls empty, house spotless. You would think shit would be going right? Fast forward, we start getting into it about little things. It's starting to rear its head again. Then we find out, I'm waiting. I'm not stupid. I took her out for her birthday. She didn't want any wine. She didn't want anything to drink. I'm paying attention. She had her little drinks she would have at the house, whatever wine at the house. So she would have her glass while I smoked my cigar, and we would chill and talk. Just whole vibe, right? Started noticing she wasn't drinking, but now I'm waiting on her to tell me. And when I would be cooking, or she would ask me, she started asking me to cook, right? Because a lot of women that are pregnant, they can't stand the smell of burning meat. Where fried, some bacon or sausage or something might smell good any other time, they're pregnant and it bothers them, fuck with their stomach. Started noticing that shit. She would want me to cook breakfast because she could bake dinner and stuff like that. But she would want me to cook the sausage and all that jazz. So I'm waiting. Her attitude was getting worse. She finally tells me over the phone, this, that, you don't even know what's going on with me. I'm like, nigga, you pregnant. When were you gonna say something? I'm walking around and I'm afraid to tell you. And blah, 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 blah. We'll talk about it when you get home. She come home, look at me, take off her scrubs, go straight upstairs and start crying. And I'm like, what the fuck is you crying about? Well, how would you feel if you got pregnant by a guy that said that he didn't want any more kids? I'm like, nigga, I don't want any more kids. You said the same shit, but we here now. What the fuck? And I don't rock with abortion.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
We here now. We gonna figure this shit out. You would think, being down from day one, you would think a nigga would get a little bit of leeway. Not my baby mama. Mona D says, wow. Oh, Mona.
But wait, it gets worse.
BT says, that's why I'm vegan. She's gonna cook while pregnant for me. Look. Let me see. Quiet Storm says, and yes, I say that in the most racist, sexist way possible. What the hell you say, Quiet Storm? Says, sorry, man. Yeah, somebody troll Michonne. Lord Jesus. I appreciate you being here for the support, Michonne. But So I know she's pregnant. So, hey, let's figure it out. Go to the doctor. I can't be in the room because it's still COVID. But lady calls. She calls me on the phone because I got to sit out in the car. I can't even be in the waiting room after we walk in. So she lets me hear the baby's heartbeat. I'm like, oh shit, this shit real. But I'm like, fuck that. I want to see the fucking ultrasound. So we looking for like, maybe a free clinic or something like that. The boy has insurance, but I was trying to see my little pea in her belly.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And I know y'all getting ready to troll from the picture I'm getting ready to show y'all, so fuck y'all in advance, but you're about to see what the boy look like without the little 5 o'clock shadow stubble beard. Where am I at? Oh, here we go. Kinda. Bring myself up there. You see me at the top of the screen? Let me bring this up. Damn. I ain't want that one, so damn it. Hold on. Y'all just got to hear my voice because I can't do the overlay. But anyway, so we go to we find a little minute clinic, and that's my little pea in there. He is like right in the middle of that little ridge. And that's your boy right there. Because again, I had to wait in the car, but we had to go to a whole other clinic just for me to be able to actually see the ultrasound and start hearing the little heartbeat or whatever. Because he was, at this point, she was shit. By the time we found out, she was probably like 2 months. So you would think having this and also having this me and her boys, somebody that had already taken care of your boys as a stepfather. Again, this is why brothers are adamant about not being stepdad. That little one on the couch sleep next to me, he's like 9 now. Still attached to me whenever I go pick up my son. Y'all see the Ninja Turtles, the Power Rangers, Transformers. I had boys because y'all know for the longest all I had was girls. So damn, I got boys. This might be all right this time. Hopeful Kofa. Hopeful Kofa.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid.
Bro, don't put yourself in that position. So we go out of town. We're supposed to go to this museum. And we're going to this museum in Montgomery, Alabama. It's a very popular museum. If anybody in the South. Let me see. Hold on. Well, let me see. J. Will says, my baby mama is turning into a baby mama terrorist. I was hoping I could avoid it a little bit longer. God bless you, bro. Quiet Storm says, Kofa got the Pookie fitted cap on. Hey, man, I like my fitted. Quiet Storm says, Kofa sleep like he worked 13 jobs. Bruh, your boy be getting to it, man. And this was pre-YouTube. J. Will back here, he says, Kofa laid all the way out. Man, me and Lil Man was knocked out. Quiet Storm says, Kofa sleep like a laid-off construction worker. Bruh.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Oh, no, I sleep like a construction worker that just got off the job. I was tired as shit. But again, that goes into the time frame, right? So you would think her knowing, because she took that picture, her knowing how I was with her boys, her knowing she was pregnant, you would think she would act like she got some sense. We go out of town, and this, I told y'all I had kind of started. I gave it the excuse. I chalked it up to, oh, she's pregnant. So we go out of town. She has a doctor's appointment. She tells me, I don't want the boys to know yet, so we need to drop them. Oh, she's like, we can go to the museum. My appointment isn't until that afternoon. Then I can get my mama to watch the boys because I don't want them to know yet until I'm out of the woods. I'm 4 months and she's out of the miscarriage phase. Okay, cool. We go to the museum. Damn, this museum's a little bit bigger than what I thought. We running out of time because she wants to go to the museum that morning. This shows you how much control a lot of women need. And we just be, okay, all right, dear. Okay, cool. She wants to go to the museum, have lunch at the museum because there's a good restaurant in there, drive the boys, drop them off at her mama's house, then drive to the doctor's appointment. Because her OBGYN was in Montgomery. We've all been kind of running between Columbus, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, and Montgomery, Alabama, which is at most 2 hours away from each other. Just kind of a little triangle here between Alabama and Georgia. So she still had her OBGYN in Alabama. So that's where her prenatal doctor was. So we hit the museum. I'm looking at my watch. Oh man, it's getting a little bit late. Hey, we need to go ahead and go so we can make this appointment. Do you still want to grab something to eat real quick, or you want to grab something on the way to the doctor? I know she's pregnant. I know I got to feed her. When I tell you this motherfucker turned into this in the middle of the museum because I said we might need to skip the restaurant. I don't know what context to give you, but imagine a restaurant that you know is kind of like deep to the back, like a Piccadilly or some shit like that, some type of buffet. That line was stretching from the minute you open the door. It was literally a person holding the door open with their foot all the way to the front of the ordering line. I mean, the line where you order the actual food at. I'm talking about at least a good 50 to 60 feet of nothing but people in a straight line. That shit didn't compute to her. Why the fuck would I say that I want to go to eat at the restaurant and now all of a sudden I don't want to eat at the restaurant? I'm like, nigga, we look at the time. Like we still got to drop the boys off. We still got to grab them something to eat on the way because you're not going to take them to your mama house. Again, thinking like a fucking parent. Not going to take them to your mama house on an empty stomach. So she's fine. Fuck it. Let's go. Since you don't want to do shit as a family. Like completely flipped. She get in the car, flipping the fuck out on me. And the boys just sitting there. They just sitting there looking at me. And I'm trying to keep my cool again. I snap back at her. Don't put my hands on her this time, but I snap back at her. And then she's so offended. Oh no, you're not going to talk to me you're not going to talk to me like that in front of my boys. Bet. That's what it is? Cool. Silence for like the next 48 hours. I promise you, I did not say a word to her. Drove over to her mama house. Tried to drop the boys off. This where I told you it was coming full circle. Remember when I told y'all back in 2008 she was living with me? She was living with me because her and her mama couldn't get along. Because the things that happened to her when she was a little girl, she blames her mother for not protecting her. All this shit came full circle. They couldn't get along then, still really don't get along now. She still don't talk to her mama. So get to her mama house, we can't even drop the boys off. Why? Because her mama forgot that she told her she was going to watch them. So now we got to take the boys to the hospital. Mind you, at this point in time, I have a 7 and a 6-year-old in my car. She got to go into the appointment, but she don't want the boys to know. Excuse me. So I let her walk out and go to the appointment by herself. So again, I can't be in there for my child again, potential child at the time. Get into that for a reason as well. So I'm in there in the car to watch this 6 and 7-year-old because I'm not going to leave them in the car by themselves. She comes back. I can't believe you didn't go into the doctor's appointment. After the doctor's appointment, I can't believe you didn't go in there with me. You are so fucking selfish. You want me to leave the boys in the car by themselves? You could have figured out something.
Nasty bitch.
Drove 2.5 hours back to Atlanta. Didn't say a word to her. This is where the kids get involved. This is why shit is serious and we talk, we joke, we tongue in cheek and all that. But we get back to Atlanta. She doesn't say a word to me. She doesn't say a word to her sons. She grabs her purse, her keys, walks out the house, gets in the car, and drives the fuck away. I don't know where the fuck she's going. I don't know if she's coming back. The oldest one comes up to me. I could still hear his little voice. Kofa, is mama coming back? Do we live with you now? What the fuck do I tell a 7-year-old when he just saw his mama storm out the house? Peace, Jacob. I appreciate you being in here, good brother. He just saw his mama storm out the house. Yeah, bro, she coming back, man. Let's go ahead and get ready for bed. Get them fed one more time. Get them bathed. Get them in the bed. I sleep on my own couch. Bitch, you can have that bedroom. I don't even want to look at your ass. I put myself on the fucking couch. This was on a Thursday. I get up, I go to work. Don't call, don't text. I ain't got shit to say to you. Way she cut her food the other day. Cause I told her when we were driving back from Montgomery, one of the last thing I said, when we get home, you get your shit and you can get the fuck up out of my house. That was the next to the last straw, but that was the last straw. So come back, that happens. The son asked me, Kofa, can you, do we live with you now? No, man, she coming back. She comes back later on that night. I'll sleep on the couch, get up, go to work the next day. She takes the boys back to Montgomery, so now it's just us in the house. Sleep on the couch again, ain't got shit to say to her. She wakes me up at 3 o'clock in the morning. A lot of y'all know that I am in the Army Reserve, so that was my weekend to throw on the uniform and go play soldier. So I had to be up at like 5 to be to work at like 6:30. She wakes me up at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. Standing over me, mind you, and just calls my name. And I wake up, I'm looking up, and she's just standing over me. No knife, no crazy shit, but crazy look in her eyes. Are you that mad at me? You didn't come to bed last night. We need to talk. No, we don't need to talk. Like, you know I got to get up. What? I just think we need to talk. That shit immediately rolled it. Bro, I'm telling you, I sat there like this the whole time. I just let her get it out because I had made up my mind at that point. I was done. Then she goes on to, you're a horrible father. You've always been a horrible father. You're a horrible father. You've always been a horrible father. The streets raised your daughter. You didn't do anything for her. Mind you, I had custody of my daughter. She lived with me because I wanted custody of my child, but I'm a horrible father. I'm a horrible father. Do the world a favor. Put a gun in your mouth and pull the trigger. Okay, cool. I have never been cussed out so politely in my life. She wasn't really yelling or screaming. She was just telling me how much of a piece of shit I was. After everything I had did for her, always haven't been there since college. I've known this woman 20 years, y'all. So at one point in time, you would think we would have had a child by then, or one of her boys would have been mine. That wasn't the case. But when I was done, I was done. I texted her the next day. Last night wasn't cool. I need you to get your stuff and be gone by, that was on a Saturday. I think I told her that shit at 12. I gave her to like Wednesday. She was out of my house in 2 hours.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I could see her on the Ring camera. This was like 12 o'clock on my lunch break that Saturday. I texted her. Told her last night wasn't cool. We could still communicate about the baby. This, that, and the third. I saw her on the Ring camera. She had all her shit, all the boy stuff packed up in her car within 2 hours. Which lets me know, which I hope another brother that may be looking at this situation should let you know, she already had somewhere to go.
Got it! than fish grease.
Let me get to y'all comments. Brother Jacob in the building. That's one of my Army buddies too. What's going on, bro? I appreciate you being in here.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Mind Games Uncut back in the building. What's going on, bro?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
When Leica says her attitude proves that she doesn't want a system, order, or structure, she just wants you to pick up the pieces of her life because you're the safe man and her possible retirement plan. Or so the fuck she thought. But that is big facts, bro.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Culture Invasion Podcast says, yes, the gaslighting and shame.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Quiet Storm says, I'm trying to be modest about this, so I'll just back away from the keyboard. Nah, bro, you ain't got to. Culture says, that's all my respectful boundaries would allow me to type. BT says 2 hours is crazy, bro. I wasn't playing about this. Messy Souls, back away. Yes, back away, because you can go in. I'm a horrible father. Tell her it's not cool, right? She's out of here in 2 hours. I'm trying to, now mind you, this is like September, maybe October, September, or something like that. But over this time, I have texted her, I have hit her up on IG, I have emailed her. I'm trying to contact you about the baby. Because at the time we thought it was a girl. I didn't even show y'all those pictures. Like, I was so excited. I had picked out a name for the girl. We had went and got those, them shits don't work. But we went and got one of those gender reveal P-tests. So got those tests. It was supposed to be a girl. Obviously, found out it wasn't. But in this point in time, I'm reaching out to her. This is like September, October-ish of 2021. Hey, just checking on you and the baby. I know you don't want to talk with me. All right, cool. But I still want to be there for the child. Let me know what's going on with your doctor's appointment. Radio silence, radio silence, radio silence. January, we're going to get to the, now we get into the crux. Because I got receipts. Jacob says, I'm getting to it, y'all. Always a pleasure battle. I never knew it was like this. I'm slacking on my friendship. All good, bro. Mr. Donnie Mac, bro, it's been a good minute. He says, good evening, gentlemen. Salute. Almanai says, shaking my head, this is crazy. CDT Beats in here says, facts. Yes. Now, let's get to what was written. Can y'all see this? If y'all see her name, which you will in a minute, please don't go troll her. Don't go looking on social media. None of that shit. Remember, I said, this is what, this is what did it. This is why y'all got Growth Talk. Quiet Storm says, this is what make dudes turn cold. This is why y'all got Growth Talk. If y'all can see that on the screen, you see it says January 23rd, 2022. And she says, checking on me, laugh out loud. I really wish you wouldn't. I not only warned you, but said everything I needed to say the last few times that we spoke in person. I meant every single word. Take care, Montreal, which I told y'all I changed my name. And then she goes on to say, oh, and Shadira, that was going to be my daughter's name because I thought it was a girl at the time. Shadira's last day on earth was October 13th. Please don't call me ever again in life. Thanks in advance. Enjoy your peace, quiet, and misery. This is the 23rd of January. I have been reaching out for the last 4 months since, like I said, September, October, since 21. So I replied, what do you mean last day? Look, I don't want to engage any more than we have to either. What happened? So I don't know if she's talking about, he said, well, I tell y'all about these names. Shadira, you don't like Shadira? You know why I named that baby that? Because yes, she had 2 sons, but she also had a history of, again, this is carrying Kofa. This is Kofa involved with the women that he's with. She also had a history in miscarriages. So Shadira is I think it's a Igbo name from Africa. So Shadira means once God says it, it can't be undone. So I want to try to bless my baby with being able to be carried full term and coming to the world. So that's why I chose that name, Shadira. So, Quiet Storm says, you know what happened on October 13th? No, I don't. Yeah, that was old him. Montreal accepted her. That's who Montreal was. Totally different person. Oh, you talking about? Are you talking about her? Oh, yeah, she can run with it. I ignore that name. If that shit don't come from my parents or like an older family member that I know struggles with Sankofa, yeah, I already know. I'm not. I will not answer. But anywho, well, let's get back to it. So what happened? Boom, these are receipts. And I'm putting this shit out publicly because I still got to go to court, get into that in a minute, and try to get custody of my son. What do you mean last day? Look, I don't want to engage anymore than we have to either. What happened? And she says, not that I owe you an explanation. My body, my choice. But if you must know, I decided that terminating the pregnancy would be better than having to deal with you and your delusions of being a good man and good father for the next 18 years of life. Laugh out loud. Now, with that being said, please crawl back underneath whatever rock you emerge from and do not contact me ever again, as doing so would surely constitute harassing communications. Now I'm getting the threats with the police and shit, right? So that's the email in January 2022. I'm done. We don't talk anymore. This bitch reaches out to me. Y'all see that? I told y'all, Kofa ain't no liar. Evening, I'm checking with you and the baby. This is January 10th. This is right before she emailed me back. I'm checking with you and the baby. I've called, text, and email. Call me back when you get this or however you choose to communicate, please. This is January. She reaches back out. Remember, I have been reaching out to her since October of 21. She reaches back out to me January 23rd, like a couple of weeks after this first message. Tells me never contact her again. She had an abortion. The next message I get, y'all see it on the screen, is fucking December. Can y'all see that good? Y'all let me know if y'all can't. Give me a 1 if y'all can see these messages good. Skinny boy in the building. What's going on, bro? Says Kofa has an army baby. Shouts out to Theo. Has an arm baby. Shout out to Theo Cooper. I forgot about the arm baby. Yeah, man. He walking though. He ain't too much of an arm baby. Malika says this hyena is a whole problem and a crisis waiting to happen. Malika.
Wait, it gets worse.
Okay, y'all can see it good. I appreciate that. Let me bring that down. Yeah, Malika. Wait, it gets worse, bro. So she says, she just sent me this one word message, unforgivable. So I respond the next day like, interesting, you tell me not to contact you ever after you tell me you chose to have an abortion. It's almost been a year since I was reaching out. You've already responded in email. We both get to move on. This is me letting go and red pilling and all that shit. She goes on to say, huh? And she swears before God that she didn't contact me. But let's go to, I want y'all to see this message first. You see this is December 19th, 2022. She says, huh, I haven't reached out to you, but y'all saw the email, right? Y'all let Kofa know. Maybe I'm crazy as fuck, but I don't think I'm crazy, which is why I tell y'all that you aren't crazy. So I need to hear it back this time. Can y'all please tell me that I'm not crazy? December 19th, 2022. She says, huh, I haven't reached out to you. What happened? We need to talk anyways. I'll unblock you. Call me. She tells me to call her after she unblocks me. Like I'm supposed to do her some type of motherfucking favor. This is December 19th of 2022. She's talking about she hasn't reached out to me, but clearly we can motherfucking see January 23rd of 2022, this motherfucker reached out to me. It's almost been a year to the day. And she talking about she didn't reach out. So this is the catalyst for this story. We are done. We are done. I'm moving on with life. This is the message I get on IG. Believe it was April 3rd. Sends me the pictures of my chunky ass little baby. And the first thing she says is, I would have taken this secret. Let me enlarge this motherfucker so y'all know I'm not crazy. She starts sending me pictures. I would have taken this secret to the grave, but imagine being told that your child was aborted, to never contact the mother again. So I already went through that phase of finding out, oh shit, there is no baby. I'm trying to prepare for fatherhood, a custody battle, all that shit. Now I got to mourn my child. Now I start asking myself questions. Well, shit, maybe, damn, what if it wasn't even my baby? What if she came to my house pregnant, trying to set me up? All this shit is going through my head, y'all. All of this is going through my head. I got to get over that shit. Got to move on, right? This is 2 years ago, y'all. I'm being told this. I get this message April 3rd of 2020 motherfucking 4. This the first thing my bitch baby mama sent me. Kofa, calm down. That's your son's mother. One day he's going to be an adult and see this, and I pray to fucking Christ he dips and dodges and misses any woman that remind him of his motherfucking mama.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
My job is to get him smarter quicker. Said it, meant it, stand on it, not going to fucking apologize. I'm going to die on that hill. Like when these women be online talking shit about men, and I tell them all the time, I pray to God your son finds a bitch like you. Not wishing that on my son. Because I'm responsible for raising him better. Let me get to y'all comments real quick. Corey Joe says, you're not crazy. I appreciate that, brother. Almanai says, okay, at this point, things have gone bad with dude she went to when she left.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
You're good at this game. Because guess what?
But wait, it gets worse.
BT back at it, he says, but wait, it gets worse. Right on time, brother. Yes, sir. Malika says, you aren't crazy, but your baby mama is. She's nuttier than squirrel.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Broken Tradition says, she's diabolical. Indeed, bro. Quiet Storm says, it's a special place in hell for lies like that. Bro, if you only knew. Again, I keep hitting that shit for a reason.
But wait, it gets worse.
Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying.
But she can't. I'm getting to that in a second too, bro. I'm getting all this shit out tonight. Because if anything happens to Kofa, y'all gonna know the fucking truth was told. Y'all go right back to this shit, share it, all that. Let this be a cautionary tale. If anything happens to me, because I'm getting to that in a minute. I'm saying this shit for a fucking reason, bro. I'm saying this shit for a reason, sis. If anything happens to me, y'all got the fucking story from my mouth tonight with the goddamn receipts to show this shit. Cultural Invasion says emotionally nasty work, and that's something a lot of people don't take in consideration. Almanai says F that. And Almanai says, yes, he needs to know. Yes, sis. Culture says, absolutely, Kofa. Malika McBain says, that beautiful boy is the spitting image of you. He is a blessing, but that hyena is a fucking curse. And I'm doing everything to undo that damn curse, bro. Little Messy Michelle trolling Quiet Storm. Quiet Storm, step away. Step away. Quiet Storm was about to type, so he said, Michelle, you're right. My blood is boiling. Messy Michelle says, Kofa, this and TLA, I'm drained. I'm sorry, sis. I'm sorry. But, again, I keep hitting this for a reason.
But wait, it gets worse.
Let's continue to read. So y'all know the first thing I got was I was going to take this secret to my grave. But, so, there we go. I'm going to read y'all this. It got some of the boys' names in it. And this is why I did not actually use the police report. I'm getting to that in a second. I asked what his name was. She says his name is Liam. No, she said I was going to take it to my secret to the grave, but his name is Liam. He is my world right now, and he needs you. Really, I hate to admit it, but I need you. I tried to protect him from TJ and Jordan. Those are her older two boys. After they strapped him down and tortured him, Defects was originally supposed to place them in the care of Duncan, her ex-husband, and they were not to return, leaving Liam with me. But then they turned on me after conspiring with their Nana, her own mother, and their birth father. Everything changed. They took them all, locked me up, put TJ and Liam in foster care, locked Jordan up on a 1030 in the psych hospital, then released all three to my ex-husband. And I don't know what I would do if anything happened to Liam. I just need you to be willing to get him temporarily until I can get him back. Let me keep this going. Boom. Open this up. Until I can get him back. He can't be under the same roof as TJ and Jordan. Something else is bound to happen. I'm not asking you for money or that you even be in his life after this. Just please help me protect our son. Stay with me, y'all. I'm going to read this motherfucker all the way. Now, bring it back on me real quick. Y'all see she put that shit on her boys. Did they hurt their brother? I'm going to read through this whole motherfucker and then I'm going to give y'all the story. Let's get back to IG. I said, damn. I got it. Yeah, I said, you were taking this secret to the grave. And y'all, please don't go follow her Instagram. Leave her the fuck alone. Because she don't even use that motherfucker other than this. Because she definitely hasn't reached out to me after I started putting in the work. She says, I said, you were taking this secret to the grave. Why do you do this? I can't trust you because it all seems like an ongoing lie. You never told me about the arson charge. I'm getting to that. Y'all. Messy, don't go nowhere. You never told me about the arson charge or conviction, so the lies of omission, and manipulation have been constant. Then I sent her the emails to remind her what the fuck she sent me. What's his whole name? When his birthday? Then she hits me with, I understand you're coming. I got to read it like I know how she talks. I understand you're coming from a hurt place right now. I too was coming the same 2 years ago. Nonetheless, this is not about me. Our son's name is Liam. He was born a few weeks early on March 24th, 2022. Okay, cool. Mind you, we had got a date. It was supposed to be in April. So now I'm questioning things. Boom. This is me. I'm not ready to talk. We can communicate here. I want a blood test and we can go from there. Where are you located now? Please email me a copy of his birth certificate. I'm asking questions, just like we're supposed to in this be a real man and step up phase, right? But I'm a horrible father. Let's keep going. Boom. So I had asked her that, told my parents, y'all might be grandparents again. Then I shared this with her. Good morning. My parents said they are willing to help him, but not until after we get a DNA test. I want to resolve this as quick as possible. Please send me that info. So I'm looking for anything I can use to go, try to find out if he's mine. She tells me, you can go to Clayton County Courthouse, which is one of the main counties around Atlanta, and request a paternity test through the courts if you like. Remember Clayton County. Put a pin in the Quiet Storm. Remember Clayton County, Quiet Storm. Bring me back to it. Okay, you're in Georgia? Because I don't know where she is. Again, I haven't seen her since 2021 when I put her ass out. Okay, you're in Georgia. Did you have him in Georgia? Where's the defects case? So she's telling me this is a defects case, right? This is what she responds with. Also, with all due respect, I didn't ask for your parents' help. This is when her voice changes. I know. I asked for yours. I'm in Georgia. You're more than welcome to go and get a paternity test or not. I didn't come on here to talk or rectify anything with you. I'm on here for Liam. You can honestly just disregard it. I ever even reached out at this point. I'm over it. Now she fucking with me, right? I respond with this. I told y'all I was on military duty. This happens all this year. I'm not in Georgia right now. So that's why my parents offered to help rather than let him be in the system or an unsafe environment. I'll go to Clayton when I get back to Georgia in the next few weeks. We'll get the DNA test and go from there. She sends me a thumbs up. I want y'all to remember that last sentence right here that I'm showing y'all. December 19th, 2022. To when I asked her that we haven't been in contact. All this shit has been deleted. Each and every one of her messages she sends me. So the rest of my IG looks like I'm in that motherfucker talking to my goddamn self. She went back and deleted all her messages. After she sent that thumbs up, that's all the fuck I got. That's all the communication we had. So I told y'all to remember Clayton County. What did Kofa do? Oh shit, let me go find out if this boy is mine. Matter of fact, let me slide over to y'all comments. Let me see. Damn. Let me catch up, y'all. Messi Michonne says, what the fuck? Indeed, sis. Indeed. Oh, BT hit me with a super chat. Damn, my bad, bro. I got to go on. Says $10 for the cautionary tale. Appreciate it, bro.
These last $2.
Times 2. Cautionary tale indeed. Where we at? Messi Michonne says, what the fuck? Malika says, Kofa, the sick part of this is that she's doing all of this dysfunction around her sons who will grow up into dysfunctional men with no structure. And that's the danger, bro. TDT says, wow. Culture says, wait. You got a question, Culture? Let me know. Messi Michonne says, good night. Don't run away. She says, it's too much for YouTube. Nah, sis, this is real life shit. This is why I really don't be caring about all the panels and all the debates and salute to Through the Fire, salute to TJ, all those dick and pussy conversations. Like when I'm talking about relationships, I be trying to come from a real place. It's brothers that we have put ourselves in these positions, and then everybody clowns us for being a horrible father. Everybody wants to clown us for being there for the community. And then when we step the fuck away from the community, everybody mad at us about that. And then everybody get real wokey woke. Alma says she crazy. He ain't going back with you, bro. No, I'm working on the hardest fuck. Culture says, I can't believe this is real. This is real. I'm showing you in real time, bro. Malika says, get your son away from this no good, crazy ass bitch.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Look, I got a story to tell. I got to get that drop. I got a story to tell. If I'm shocking Michonne, as much crazy shit we see on the net, but I'm still here. I'm still surviving. Let me see. Look, Alma says, damn, I need a drink. I'm having me a cigar after this. I might have to call out of work tomorrow for real shit. CDT says, I came outside and sparked, yo.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
CDT.
Wait, it gets worse.
CDT says, that's where I grew up. Salute. Hey, Clayco, you a Clayco baby? For real? Salute, brother. Quiet Storm says, I'm following the timeline. Cool. Following the timeline. Appreciate it. Penn Clayton County. Thank you, BT. Appreciate that. Culture says, how do you not rectify the relationship with the man? Wow. Alma says, this broad has no power, acting like she holding all the cards. You see how she put that shit on her sons? Because I'm getting to the story real quick. It was a little bit too much information in the police report, though. That's the only reason I didn't bring it up. Skinny boy, you stupid. Fuckery in 4K.
There's powerful niggardry at work here.
She hit me with the thumbs up, BT, and then went in and deleted all her messages. Malika says, wow, what the absolute fuck. Indeed. Culture says, DNA test. I got one, bro. I got y'all. I did. Jacob says, you got a whole Tyler Perry story going on.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Culture said, I've tried 6 times a day, baby mamas, only to get clowned every time, bro. And that 6 times. This is one brother. 6 times. Think about the rest of us. It is a norm. So this is why I stopped feeling bad about that shit. I had to stop doing that shit.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Through the Fire says, Michonne's still in here cutting up. You know what? Look, I feel special. Michonne says she cut out some time for me today. I feel special. So you know what, Michonne? Because you cut out time of your busy schedule for me, you can go ahead and troll as much as you want to, sis. Thank you. Alma says, we are here for you. I appreciate you, sis. Okay, you graduated from Lovejoy. Okay, that's what's up, CDT. Culture says, thank you. Thank you for sharing this, Brother Kofa. The young bulls need these lessons for longevity. And I am going to probably come back, rehash, and break it down into smaller bits and pieces because I know we've been cooking almost 2 hours. So I might have another hour left in me. Michelle says, thanks, Montreal. You got it, Messy. Let's get back to it. But she deletes all her messages. So now she tells me to go to Clayton County. Mind you, I'm in Alabama on military duty. So I take the day off. I come up here to Atlanta. I'm tearing up Clayton County, trying to find out where this boy is. Because she's telling me he's in foster care, right? Can't find him. Don't nobody know. I call the juvenile court. I go by these places. I call juvenile. I went by the Superior Court. Where else did I go? I went by like Family and Children Services, DFACS. I went by there. Can't nobody help me out. But this is the fucked up part. They have his name in the system, but they don't know. They're not showing that he's in the system, like in foster care. They don't know where the fuck he is. So at this point, now I'm worried. Because initially, let me back up real quick. When she first sent all these messages, I tried to get a birth certificate. This is the other part. Let me back up. I'm going to come back to me tearing up Clayton County. She tells me this April 3rd. I don't know how true it is. I go to her mother's house, which is in Montgomery, Alabama, on April 7th, which is a Sunday. I wait till my mama get out of church. My mom was like, well, I want to know. I might be a potential grandmama. I want to know I'm going to. I ain't finna argue with my mama on that. You got a point. So we both go over there. We talk to her mother. I show her all the messages I just showed you. The pictures, the messages, and I say, hey, Jamila sent me this. Is there any truth to this? Could this be my baby? Do you know her fucking mother looked me dead in my face and my mama and told me, I don't know who baby that is. I only have 2 grandsons. Talking about the oldest 2 that you see me in the living room with. Looked me dead in the face and lied. But she never would just flat out answer No, she has not had another baby. She kept moving the goalposts to, oh, I don't know why she's bothering you. You do know she's pregnant now. That motherfucker ain't mine. I ain't put my finger in that girl since 21.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
But her mother looked at me and my mama and said, I don't know who baby that is. I only got 2 grandbabies. So my mama hears that as grandmama, and she's like, okay. Well, she said it ain't no baby, and I kept telling her, I said, Mama, she never said exclusively that it was not no baby. Something don't sit right with me. So I start doing my own research. I go and try to get a birth certificate. I use the name and birth date. I know how arrogant she is, so I know she gave him her last name. So I take the name, her last name, the birthday, and I try to go through Vital Records online to get the birth certificate. So the birth certificate people call me back. Sir, we can't release the birth certificate to you because you're not on the birth certificate. Okay, cool. But you can confirm that there is a child named this on this birthday born to this woman. Yes, sir. Cool. Can you tell me whose name is on the birth certificate? We can't share that information. Oh, shit. Hang the phone up. Now I don't know if it's another man's name on that birth certificate or if it's no name at all. But I just confirmed, oh shit, there is a baby. So now I got to do even more research. Now I am coming up to Clayton. Now I'm bringing it back. Now I'm going back up to Clayton County. This is this year, y'all. Stay with me because we're going to do some time hopping. Where my damn, I don't know. I think I lost my time machine button. Yeah, I lost it. Yeah, fuck it. I lost my time machine button. But I come up to Clayton County. I'm looking for him, calling all these different family services. Nobody can help me. So I get frustrated. I go to the internet. I send out an email blast. Matter of fact, let me see if I can share my goddamn screen. Y'all want the damn story? I'm going to give y'all the motherfucking story tonight. Where we at? Hold on, let me get in my Gmail real quick. Again, I appreciate y'all rocking with me for these 2 hours, man. Come on, thing. Open up. Okay. I'm gonna try it one more time. Nah, this shit bugging. Let me just keep it on me, man. This shit bugging. Anyways, so wrap that one up real quick. I'm not going to bring up the emails, but I send the email blast out to all the family services, anybody dealing with family services. Hey, I'm trying to find my potential son, blah, 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 blah. This is the information I have. I can't find him in the foster care system. Somebody responds back. Because at this time, again, when I first found out about it, I just went ahead and got a lawyer just to prepare. So I have a lawyer in Georgia. They respond back, well, if you have an attorney, we'll send the information to the attorney. We see this child's name in the system, but we'll send you the information. Okay, cool. My attorney responds back. They immediately send her the information. This is on like a Friday. This is like Friday at lunchtime. By the time I get home, shower up, light up a cigar, I get an email at like 7 o'clock on Friday. I open the email. And this was the gut punch. I had been looking for this boy all over Georgia. Like, mind you, I looked in Clayton. I ended up getting a number. I had to call down to a whole other city trying to get help. I didn't know where he was. I'm tearing up the county and the state looking for this boy from anybody that could help. I get paperwork. They had already had a court date in Alabama where when baby mama said she lost the kids, They had already been with their grandmother. She had already been granted temporary custody. I told you she lived in Montgomery. I'm looking for this boy in Georgia. Now I'm getting scared because I don't know where my baby at. I done already mourned him from the abortion, from what was said was an abortion. To now I find out, oh shit, there is a kid. I might be a father. To I can't find my motherfucking child. I get that paperwork from my attorney. They had already had a court case in Montgomery giving grandma temporary access. They had already had a court date set for July 31st. So I was up there looking for him around Juneteenth, around 19th, that week. They had a court case the week before. She knew, baby mama knew that boy was with his grandmother. This is how fucked up it is.
Wait, it gets worse.
When I read that paperwork and realized he was in Montgomery with her mother stays 15 minutes away from my parents.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Meaning, I'm looking for my son in Georgia. This nigga was 15 minutes down the street from me this entire time. This is another reason why I'm not embarrassed to tell this story, because there's so many other brothers that find themselves in these fucked up ass situations because everybody's giving them half truths. And I always say, if you give me a half truth, you just told me a whole lie. But the brother is operating in good faith based off some of y'all lying motherfuckers out there. This is why I'm telling this story like I'm telling it. It's so many brothers out there trying to damn do right. Now, I done left Alabama, came back to fucking Atlanta looking for my damn child, only to find out he back in Alabama 15 minutes down the street from where the fuck I'm laying my head. This entire time. And the county, Clayton, is next to Fulton County, where y'all hear all the crazy stories of the YSL trial. I live in Fulton County. That's the main county in Georgia, pretty much. Clayton's like south of here, but 30 minutes, 40 minutes tops. So when she had this boy back in 2022 and lied to me that she had had an abortion, even at that time, my son was 30 minutes away from me.
Nasty bitch.
Let me get to y'all comments, man. Messi says, this is a messy Monday, indeed. Y'all talking. Little Messi says, viewer discretion is advised. Indeed. Where we at? Culture says, this is a whole two-part Tyler Perry, Jordan Peele, Stephen King collaboration. But no, we're going to get through it tonight, dog. We're going to get through it tonight. Jay Will says, if you weren't here telling us and showing us receipts, I would think this wasn't real. Big facts, bro. No, he wasn't in Georgia. He was in Alabama. Jay Will says, Line B said there wasn't no third boy. Mama too. Bruh. You think my mama went hot when she found out there was? Oh, baby. Oh, she said, we got to have a conversation, grandma to grandma. I ain't in that shit. I stepped the fuck out the way. CDT says he was at grandma's house when you was there. It's the same shit I said, CDT. I said that boy was probably upstairs taking a nap while I sat there on that lady couch. Ms. Michelle says, Lord. Malika says her mother is just as fucked up as her, and her mom created that Frankenstein monster. Most of the black women in our community have done the same thing for generations and aren't held accountable.
Knocks down another three ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
BT says, sheesh. Almanai says she learned it from her mama. Facts. Malika says, damn. Corey Joe says, straight bull. BT says, damn, the comments keep cooking. All right. Oh, damn, the comments keep cooking. Rod C says, I feel your pain. Okay, I got you, BT. Let me get back to it. So, her mama lies, says she don't know about the baby. Of course, Now, fast forward, I found out there is from the birth certificate people. Now I'm looking for him in Georgia. Find out he's in Alabama. Now I got to try to read. Now I got to go do the same thing. I got to do the same thing in Georgia. In Alabama that I did in Georgia. I get right to the internet. I find out every family services, public services dealing with children service in Montgomery, Alabama. I send out I just pretty much copy and paste. I send out an email blast. And then somebody reaches out to me and tells me where I need to go. So I get up that Monday morning, because this is over the weekend. Mind you, I just got the paperwork after hours on Friday saying, oh shit, this boy's down the street. Now I can't just pop up at this lady's house. I don't have any rights yet. We're getting to the law shit. I don't have any rights yet. So I go downtown, talk to this one sister. She was so helpful. So remember I said put a pin in that first message I said that you didn't tell me about the arson charge? She had an arson charge back in 2020. I'm going to show y'all that one. Let me get to that real quick. I promise y'all I'm bringing it into context. Where's my screen share? Bam. There it goes. This is 2020. This was written in 2023. Again, me and old girl ain't talking. Can y'all see this good? Y'all let me know. See if I can enlarge it. Somebody drop a 1 in the chat if y'all can see this. I'm going to read it to y'all. It's a short article. But left her. The Montgomery County District Attorney Office announced Wednesday. A Montgomery County court found Jamila Anderson, that's baby mama. Please don't go look for her. Leave the fuck alone. Of 1 count of first-degree arson, but again, this is both violence, so fuck it. And 1 count of second-degree arson. Both incidents happened during the early morning of July 14th. 20 motherfucking 20.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
So if anybody was ever wondering, hey, Kofa, why did you even deal with this? Had I known this shit had happened in 2020, there's no way in fucking hell I would have had that bitch around my goddamn daughter. And then it pissed me off with my daughter too, because I found out shit that she had my daughter pretty much around a whole bunch of other people. Like they were sisters, like that mother-daughter but sister type of fucked up relationship we always talk about. She had her around environment she shouldn't have been around. But of course, my daughter thinks she having a good time and she grown. I don't find this shit out until not even 2021. I find out like 23, like the top of this year. I'm still finding out shit. So brothers, when we say motherfucking vet, nigga vet. Not just vet and ask questions. Give a fuck about your body count. Bitch, how violent are you? Do you have any mental health issues? Any of that shit. Go do a goddamn background check on these hoes, bro. All this bullshit that everybody love to say about black men being fucked up. But then they'll find brothers like me that have been through something. Oh, nigga, that's your fault. You the only person I ever heard go through that. There's too many niggas out there fucking quiet. This is why I'm telling this story, to hopefully put a battery in your back and give you a fucking spine to say, yeah, I might have picked the wrong woman, but I also did it right by even when I had the wrong woman. So she's the one that's fucked up. Because that's some fucked up shit we do in the black community, is we make black men feel like shit for doing right by the community. But these bitches get away with motherfucking attempted murder, fucking arson. Hold the fuck up.
Wait, it gets worse.
2020. The DA's office, the DA, said Anderson drove from Coleman to a house in Park Boulevard in Montgomery where she suspected her then wife, she was dating women too, stop dealing with these bitches that's fine. Stop dealing with these bitches that my girl got a girlfriend. One of the worst lines in fucking hip-hop history. Stop accepting motherfuckers how they are. I'm conservative as a motherfucker. Fuck you liberal motherfucker. I used to be that guy. Fuck y'all. Because I used to really believe in that shit. In this kumbaya, everybody get along bullshit. And it bit me in the motherfucking ass. Let's keep going. Her then wife
might be staying with relatives. She reportedly attempted to set a residence ablaze by throwing a bottle of flammable liquid at the home while the family was sleeping inside, but it did not catch fire. Officials said Anderson then went to the home on Lauder Street, owned by another family member of her wife. That's where authorities said she did set fire to a carport that spread and completely engulfed the home. No one was inside of the residence at the time of the fire. God damn it, bring it back on me. Y'all saw.
You go look for that shit yourself. But it's public knowledge. But please don't fucking harass my baby mama. I don't need no more problems with that bitch. Well, Kofa, you shouldn't have said it out loud on the internet. Motherfuck that. The truth getting told tonight, y'all. Look, god damn it. Shut down the damn press. $100 super chat. From Through the Fire. He says something for them overdue legal fees. Brother, I appreciate you being in here. You just shut down the show.
Donations. 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 Gifts. Gifts. Gifts.
Let me borrow $20 to the mall.
Boy, I gotta hit you with them both, with everything.
$50.
I'm not giving you $50.
Why? $50.
No.
Look, bro, I need all the help I can get.
I'm poor right now.
Yeah, you are.
Goddamn, TJ, bro, salute, man. I appreciate you. You took the cake. That is the highest amount of super chat that I ever got, bro. Thank you, dog. Thank you. Culture says, Jesus Christ. Yeah, salute again, TJ. Jay Will says, microphone check, Kofa. Culture says, donations. Donations. Gifts. Look, BT says, yo, that was just... I needed that laugh. But that one article, and that was the first article of where it happened. It happened back in 2020. She had just got convicted last year. Remember, I kept telling y'all my ex had did some crazy shit. She had burned down her ex house. That was the fucking article, bro. That was the fucking receipt. So y'all know, when y'all come to Growth Talk, I may not be the biggest channel, but motherfucker, you ain't never gonna call me no liar.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I'll be a simp, sucker, everything y'all want to throw at me. You ain't finna call me no motherfucking liar. Kofa does not like liars. I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all. So that's why I'm coming with them goddamn receipts tonight. But had I known this in 2020, had I known this in 21, that shit had happened in 2020, she wouldn't have been in my house. She wouldn't have been around my daughter. I wouldn't have been around her sons. Because guess what? After I put her out in October, I didn't find out about that article until 2022. Damage had been done. Unbeknownst to me, she probably was about to have my son at that time. Remember I said that shit, you never told me about the arson. She skipped and missed that shit on purpose. A live omission is still a motherfucking lie. Now, I think Mona called me one time compassionate Kofa. I might have a bleeding heart. I might try to do right by people. But once you done hit me with some bullshit, I'm not inviting that shit in my life. Because I got to worry about my daughter. At the time, my bonus daughter. I had 2 girls I was worried about. So anything that was absolutely crazy, I'm not with that shit. The attitude, cool, we'll deal with it. But brothers out there, you see what the fuck it got me. Dealing with an attitude. Dealing with a chick that my girl got a girl, that goofy shit. Yeah, I didn't care about that shit as long as you was loyal when you was with me. Cool, you like women too, but yeah, we got to stall that out, bro. If she like women, she a side bitch. Period. Do not marry that motherfucker. Don't take her goddamn serious. Hell, I want to tell you not to even fuck the bitch because you're going to end up in a situation like me. Again, love my fucking son. love him. But look at the lies that he had to come into the world with. That's the only reason he's here, is based off of lies and half-truths. Thank you, Culture. Jay Will says, thank goodness she didn't try to burn down your house. Bro, I had to think about that shit. I had to take that into equation. That shit could have been me. That could have been my shit. For being a horrible father. Because she didn't get her motherfucking way when she wanted it. It's a reason why brothers talk when they talk. Let me get back to my son. Now I find out they had already had that court case and he's down the street. I don't have any rights. So now I got to do the same thing again, like I said, that I did in Georgia, in Alabama. This is where the lessons start coming in, fellas. If you get somebody pregnant, and y'all share this with y'all young boys or even brothers just talking about, man, you know, I'm old, you know, I'm probably not going to get married, but I still want to leave a legacy. You do not have any motherfucking rights as a man, as a father. You aren't shit until the court says that you're worth a shit. So had she taken this boy and gone somewhere, I wouldn't know. So I have to find out through my lawyer, again, me spending money, thank you again, TJ, doing the legwork. They had already had a fucking court case, because guess what? I end up talking to the guardian ad litem, and that's an attorney that's assigned to look over the children's rights in these type of family cases. I had to talk to the guardian ad litem to find out that they were being told that I was a sperm donor the whole time. She kept claiming that she didn't know who the father was. We asked her several times. She wasn't sure. So, boy, look. Stop the goddamn show again. Stop the show again. I gotta pause. Quiet Storm, you just showed your complete ass. Quiet Storm just dropped 250 bones on me via Cash App. I know y'all probably can't see it, but bruh.
Donations, gifts.
Showing the whole hell out.
Let me borrow $20 to the mall.
$50.
I'm not giving you $50.
Why? $50.
No.
I'm poor.
Yeah, you
Quiet Storm, you definitely get a
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
And y'all know I don't even be checking my Cash App like that during the show. I always forget. Corey Joe, thank you for last time too, bro. I know I text you, but I wanted to give you that in person. Give you that thank you in person. Thank you, Corey Joe. Definitely thank you, Quiet Storm, for that, bro. Look, that man ain't gonna let TJ outdo him. TJ, don't try to compete with Quiet Storm. That nigga banking like that, bro. That boy work for the government. But where was I at? Thank y'all again. But you're not the father until they say so. So I find out about the court case. Now I gotta go try to do legwork to get myself injected into the court case. So I gotta call the guardian ad litem and say, hey, ma'am, I got to send her all the IG messages that I just showed y'all. And they was like, oh, great. He's such a sweet baby. We were hoping she was one day going to tell us who the father was, because she always said it was a sperm donor. These people had to come to my parents' house. Again, because I was staying with my parents while I was in Montgomery. For anybody that sees this, that, man, I know, why did grown-ass man staying with the parents? Nigga, fuck you. So they had to come to my parents' house, do a home visit, talk to me, talk to my parents, make sure the potential child could come get, could be in a safe environment if he did come with us. I had to have my name added to the court case. Then I tried to have them expedite a DNA test before the court case, which they did. More receipts. Y'all let me know if y'all can see that. So the court case was set for July 31st already. If I did not do the legwork that I did looking for him, I would not have found out about the court case already being had, grandmama having temporary custody. And on July 31st, I wouldn't have shown up because I wouldn't have known about it. So this is the legwork that brothers are talking about that we're doing that nobody respects. The alleged father cannot be excluded as the biological father of the tested child based on analysis of STR, Loki listed dates, a whole bunch of other numbers. The probability of paternity is 99.99999%. Ain't a 6, 7, or 4 in that motherfucker. That's my baby. I the pappy. I the pappy. So I gotta fast forward and get them to add my name to as a potential father. I have to get the paternity test that I had to pay for. So thank you for that, Quiet Storm, because that paternity test itself was $250 that I had to pay for through the court order. So now grandma has to produce a child to take the paternity test that she told me didn't motherfucking exist.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Y'all drop ones in the chat for me if y'all following this timeline, because I know I'm kind of all over the place, but I'm trying to give it to y'all the way it was given to me. She walks in with this boy. Me and my son lock eyes. That nigga look at me. He do one of these. He give me my face. He like, I look at that little nigga the same way. Yeah, little motherfucker, you might be mine, but I don't trust your damn mammy.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Right before grandma shows up for the paternity test, Guardian Lightem is telling me, Mom wasn't happy we found you. What do you mean? She sent me the messages. I showed y'all the message. She was like, yeah, but she didn't think you were actually going to try to get him. She's not happy with us. Give a motherfuck. We here now. We getting this shit done. And then she was like, well, she told them that I had a vasectomy, which I did. I did forget that part. So my son beat me by 3 weeks. He was conceived around July 4th, July 5th, somewhere around there. I got snipped July 30th. He beat me by 3 weeks. Big part of the cautionary tale, dick discipline, which I'm usually fucking great at. But because I was comfortable with this woman, I had known this woman for 20 years. We had been off and on. I knew her. And I let my guard down. Take but once, bro. Cautionary tale. But yeah, fast forward. She tells them, well, he had a vasectomy. There's no way he's the father. Bitch, then why you email me? But we're here now. We get the blood test. Y'all just saw the receipts. 99.9. That baby is mine. That's mine. Cool. So now we got to go to court still. Because remember, the court date is already set. Can't miss court. I just had my name added. I go into court because I showed y'all the arson thing because the system had already had her name in there because the boys, she had already lost the older two and they were in the system from before when she had that arson charge. I told y'all that story. She got convicted in May of last year. I don't know who has a Thanos glove. Somebody did one of these and she was out by July. She only did 2 months for a first arson in the first conviction in Alabama, which carries 10 years. But she did 2 months. Don't tell me the system isn't in favor of women. Miss me with that bullshit. And it took them 3 years to even adjudicate the case. Because remember, this happened back in 2020. She was arrested and charged back in 2020. She released last year. So they already got her name in the system and the kids' names in the system when I'm having to go look for my little man and try to get my name added. So this is a big part of it, brothers. For these young boys out here, if they're in Georgia or Alabama, they have to go fill out a putative, P-U-T-A-T-I-V-E, a putative father registry. This registry is supposed to know the father of that potential child if somebody tries to adopt that child or take that child out of the state, or if that child is put into foster care for whatever reason. You are supposed to be notified as the potential father. It is called the Putative Father Registry. The name is the same in Georgia and Alabama. Oh, you said you want receipts. I got you. Putative Father Registry for Georgia. Remember, I was looking for him here in Georgia. This letter acknowledges receipt of your Putative Father Registry inquiry request. Your name has been added to the Putative Father Registry for the state of Georgia as of August 2024. Had to check that block. I'm having to do stuff in 2 states, brothers, because I was in Alabama and he was in Alabama. They gave him custody in Alabama. The court case was in Alabama because that's where he was, but his mama's a resident of Georgia. I'm a resident of Georgia. So now I got to come back to Georgia and try to get custody in Georgia as well. Dear sir, this is Alabama. This is to confirm your registration has been entered into the Alabama Putative Father Registry for the above named birth mother and child. The registration date is June 24th, 2024. Per code of Alabama, I'll read the rest. In the event of this office receives notice of any adoption proceeding in which the proposed adoptee is the child listed above, this office will notify the court of your listing in the registry as a putative alleged father for the child. Your address on file is where the department will also your address on file with this department will also be sent to the court. The court should then serve notice of the pending adoption proceeding to you. Bring it back on me. This is what not making better choices looks like, bro. This is the headache you have to go through. Remember, I told y'all to remember the IG story she said, where my son was in danger of his older 2 brothers. Had too much information on there, had a lot of the boys' information on there. So I'm not going to show the police report, but I have it. I may come back and hit it again and redact it just so y'all know I'm not lying. Long story short, nurse, dating a nurse. So she's at work overnight, leaves the boys at home. The boys fix my son some noodles, a cup of noodles. He's 1 and some change at the time. No, he had just turned 2. He knocks the noodles over. Of course, it's fucking steaming hot. Burns his leg. The boys, now mind you, they're like 9 and 10 now. They call her at work. I can't leave work, whatever the story is. She comes home. By the time she comes home, it had burnt my baby. Yeah, a cup of noodles. Had burnt my baby so bad that he had blisters on his thigh. He still has the scar. He's going to have that scar the rest of his fucking life. He has a big ass blot, like a spill scar on his leg. It had started to blister. Now she has to take him to the hospital. But to punish the older boys for burning their brother or allowing him to get burnt, she holds them down, ties them up, whatever she does in the police report, and starts to burn them with the tip of incense. So they got marks up and down their arms. So this bitch,
nasty bitch,
that put that abuse on her older 2 boys of hurting my son, is actually the one that did that shit to them older 2 boys. That's how she lost custody. That's the only reason she reached out to me. And you want to know how?
But wait, it gets worse.
The only reason she reached out to me is because the older two boys' daddies, salute to him, would not give him back. This is where a brother looked out for me. This is one of the fucking reasons I do what I do and talk what the fuck I talk. When the police are there getting ready to arrest her from the incident I just described with her burning the kids and shit, because she left them in the house and one of the kids was able to get out a window and go to a neighbor and get help. They get ready to arrest her. She calls the older two boys' daddy. He's on the first thing smoking out of Montgomery to come get his boys, because I end up talking to him at court. I'm getting there. But anyway, like that court date I told you I had to find out about and get added to, we ended at court. He's telling me and my mom, he's like, look, when she called me to come get my boys that day, I didn't even know she had another baby.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Alive or mission. He says, man, I get there. I'm thinking I'm picking up my two boys. I get there and there's 3 of them. So she didn't even tell him that, hey, I need you to take my youngest son for a little while or give him to my mama. She didn't even tell him that. She just told him, I need you to come get the boys. So of course he thinking about his fucking sons. So he get up there and he like, bruh, it's 3 of them. And I'm looking at my boys and my boys look at me and then they look over at my brother. They look over at their brother. Then they look back at me. He was like, bruh, I just broke. He said, I just lied to the police. I told him that he was mine too. So this man didn't even have to claim my child. He was like, bruh, if I didn't tell him that, your son would have been in foster care, and ain't no telling what would have happened to him. Ain't no telling if you would have found him. So I took him. And that man and his girlfriend took care of my son for a month when they got him from the mother, until grandma filed her paperwork to get temporary custody. But she know I had been by the house, so instead of trying to find me, and she couldn't find my information, or so she claimed, to get in touch with me, to let me know that, hey, I got your son, or your potential son. We can get a blood test. Because we could have took our ass to Walgreens. I would have bought 2-3 of them damn at-home tests. But old boy lied to the police on my behalf, not even fucking knowing me. To have them, for him to get my son down there and take care of him. Until grandma ended up with him. And now he trying to get I looked over at Culture. Now he trying to get custody of his boys in the same court. So that day in court, with the blood test I just showed y'all, with the putative father registry, with all the message I just said, and with the word of the guardian ad litem, I was able to walk out of court with my son.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
And her older 2 boys, they still love me. And I still love them little niggas too. But I got to worry about mine. I can't do the stepdaddy shit no more. And you know the first thing they asked me? One of them asked me, can I come too? They know that situation ain't right. Can I come too? Are you taking him away from us? No, man. I'll make sure that you see your brother. So I got my son. We working through everything. I had already filed a legitimation case. This is the other part, brothers. You got to file the putative father registry, and you still have to go get put on paper through the court through legitimation. You still got to go before a judge to say, this baby is mine. So I don't even got that. I was able to get it done in Alabama. So then I had to take the paperwork from court in Alabama, bring it here to Georgia to get my son's birth certificate updated, to have my name added to the birth certificate, because wasn't no father on there. and to change my son's last name. All the legwork I'm doing is so much of the legwork that so many other brothers do, and we do not get the credit for it. Partly it's our fault because we don't talk enough. Swallow your pride, fellas. You ain't by yourself. Keep the fucking receipts. Again, I got more shit I could show y'all, but I'm just, again, for the sake of time and everything else, this shit will probably spill out a little bit more over time. But she lost her kids due to child abuse charges. This was back in March. There's no court date set. So I got to try to knock out all this shit while them charges pending so I can try to get my goddamn son.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
If you don't think I'm trying to move heaven and earth to get this boy, I need you to unsubscribe. Because I don't do the social media psychology shit, y'all. That's why I don't do a lot of fucking panels, because I just see a whole bunch of niggas up there fucking arguing all the time. It's brothers really going through it out here, trying to do their best. And yeah, I can accept it as my fault. I accepted a single mother, and I probably ignored some red flags and all that shit, but I ain't deserve this shit. To have my son stolen for 2 years. But at the same time, I'm glad I have him now versus finding out when he's 12 and he already fucked up. He too far gone. Or when he's 22 and think he grown enough to fucking fight his daddy because I ain't never been there. We've seen them stories play out like that too. But this part of the reason why I'm telling this story, and I brought up that fucking news article, I went ahead and showed her fucking name because it's public information any goddamn way. I'm walking this timeline for y'all brothers so you don't miss these red flags. Nigga, Google that bitch name. Ask around about her. Vet. Look for them little quirks and ticks. Remember I said she would always say, I don't play well with others. It's fucking obvious. Now, bruh that told the police that my son was his, he took a gamble. So when old girl got bailed out on those child abuse charges, she wanted him to give the kids back. And he was like, hell no, I'm not giving them back. Because they told me you couldn't be around the kids, and I done already lied to these motherfuckers. And then he showed me, he was like, bro, I could not find you. He said, I was looking for you on social media. Because this is the other fucked up part. They were calling me her other ex-husband name. Because sis had married the first dude, the other two daughters. Married the woman, burned down her shit. Then after that, she got married to a white dude. This even more fucked up.
Wait, it gets worse!
I'm gonna wear that goddamn button out tonight. She had the white dude convinced that my son was his son. Obviously, I'm light-skinned. My son came out light-skinned. You know, babies are super light when they first come out. So he had the light hair, the wavy hair, and all that. I got you, TJ. I appreciate it, bro. So she had this white man convinced to the point that he brought his family down to Montgomery, Alabama to see this fucking child. When I wasn't in the picture, before I knew that the boy even existed. So when I did find out about it in April, again, I was doing my research. I talked to her mama. Her mama said it wasn't, never sit right with me. Then I found out about the birth certificate and it was. So I told y'all I'm a paralegal. Y'all control me if you want to. Like the real trolls, like people you can harass me if you want to. You have no idea the systems I have access to. I'm a federal fucking paralegal. And I'm in the Army. I promise you I will find you before you find me. So I found her ex-husband. I got their divorce decree. I got all this information because I'm trying to find out if this child is his. So I text him. Hey, this is Kofa. I know you used to be married to old girl. I know you probably don't want to talk, but I need to ask you about the baby. Blah, 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 blah. Don't ever get a response. Come to find out from her mother, the white dude called her mama, was like, who is this guy asking about my son? And she had to, by then I had already got all the paperwork and shit rolling. She had to tell him, this ain't your baby. This is a black baby. So that bitch had lied to this man, had him convinced, and his family. This motherfucker came from Minnesota to Alabama thinking he was a father. Some other dude in the picture she had convinced, because he also showed up to her mama house, because she reached out to him first. Then she reached out to the ex-baby daddy that she know without a shadow of doubt isn't the kid's father. But because he wouldn't, the older boy's dad would not give her the kids back, that's the only reason she reached out to me. I was the last resort because she thought I was going to drop everything like I normally do. This is a cautionary tale, brothers. Stop teaching these motherfuckers how to treat you. When you see they don't appreciate your good shit, when she shrugged that shit off, well, ain't nobody make you do that. Drop that fucking whore in a second. Fuck that cunt ass trash bitch. And the bitch she came out of.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Fuck him. Leave her. Had I even been halfway red pill the way I am now, leave. Now, some people say, oh man, fuck the red pill, it's just common sense. No, bro. Not the way we're raised. Not the way black men are raised. We are constantly told it's our fault and what we better do. Then those of us actually trying to be this good black man, the book is coming soon. This good black man, we usually end up taking a fucking L. But I took an L and I won. Y'all coming in with comments. Let me slide over. Let me get TJ. I told you I got you, brother. I appreciate it. He hit me with the 10 spot. He says, listen here, black man. You absent. You don't fight hard enough to be in your kid life. You ran off for 2 years. Stop the cap. Ain't that the spin?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Bruh, you know how many people I have told, I just found out I got a son. What you mean you just found out you got a son? Had to tell the chick at the courthouse. Had to tell the chick at Vital Records. All that shit. I just found out about it. What you mean you feel? She told me she had an abortion, man. Hold on. The women went in there typing. She pulled up some information. She looked out. That's kind of what got the ball rolling with a lot of other paperwork. When I really sat down and when I had a chance to sit down, and these sisters, it was black women too, white women too, they helped me out. Okay, you need to fill this out. You got to make sure you have this. You got to make sure you do that. BT, let me go ahead and get you with the super chat, bro. I appreciate the 10 spot. Says, thanks for being on my panel. All good, bro. I appreciate you. Oh, TJ, man, I almost forgot. I'm sorry, brother. Let me hit you with it. ×2. Matter of fact,
These last $2.
That was for BT. Let me go ahead and, because TJ, he dropped the bomb on me earlier, so let me go ahead and hit him with it again.
Donations. Gifts.
Bruh, back on me. Look, but I'm getting the messages, I'm reading them. And something told me, like the day before she deleted everything, something told me to screenshot them. That's the only reason I have all those messages. Listen to your gut, bro. Listen to some of these brothers in the red pill. You can talk about red pill rage and all that shit all day. That's fine. The shit that brothers are saying, that a lot of black men are saying, it's not a lie. It's the honest to God truth, bro. And none of us are perfect. So yeah, he probably did make his mistakes along the way. But you see the shit that I had to go through. You see what led me to that without having this information about 2020. Because had I had that information and some of the other stuff my daughter told me, then my son wouldn't be here. Because I just wouldn't have been dealing with her, period. But he is here now. So I got to leave him something. And I still have to fight for him, like I said, here in Georgia. I'm still waiting on them to give me a date for the legitimation. Because that's still pending in Georgia. It's handled in Alabama. And I still need express written consent that I'm the custodial parent, that my son lives with me. I got to figure out visitation and all that shit with her crazy ass, which I really don't want her around him. But I already know how the court gonna go, depending on her charges, but she hasn't been convicted of anything yet. So I really don't have a leg to stand on other than the charges. Y'all know what the fuck I was thinking when I was reading the messages?
We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from.
Shut up, bitch!
I shouldn't even have to feel like this about the mother of my child. But I'm going to steal something from TJ. I hope he's still in here because I want to give this brother some flowers while he's still here. Real talk, TJ. Because he taught me, we had these conversations and he was talking about his daughter and stuff. But he taught me you have to have more love for your child than you have disdain or hate for their mother.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So thank you, TJ. Because that, when you told me that shit, and you didn't even probably realize you said it when we were having that conversation about some of the things that you do for your daughter and, you know, that you look out for your baby mama, you know, every now and then or whatnot, and how dudes were trying to clown you for taking care of your responsibility because your daughter's over there with her mother. So yeah, you do certain things for her, not, you know, being a complete fucking sucker, but you take care of home. And it was other grown ass men trying to clown you for that. And I don't even know if you remember saying that shit, but that has never left me, bro. Because you told me that shit when I was going through this and nobody else knew that I was going through. The only person that knew that I was going through this, as far as YouTube family, is BT. So when I tell y'all I'm an authentic person, bro, when I tell y'all that I really do fuck with y'all, man, like I mean that shit, bro. Broken Traditions was the first person to know that I might be a dad. He knew before my family, including my parents. He knew before the post. He knew before everybody, bro. BT, you were the first person I told. And that also goes to show you how important your day twos are. Me and BT grew up worlds apart. He's from New York. I'm from down south. Worlds apart. Met over a cigar and trying to figure out YouTube. Been tight for the last 2 years. So when I'm coming on this camera, bro, I'm authentic as fuck. I'm being as much of myself as I am off camera. Like when I say I fuck with y'all, I fuck with good people, man. Even when we disagree. Let me get some of y'all comments. Y'all know I ain't gonna be able to get to them all because y'all was in this motherfucker cooking. Look, Through the Fire says, we deadbeats, all of us. We don't fight for our kids. Bruh, the leg work I put in. Malika says, what this drag is trifling and disgusting. She has serious mental problem. And that's the other part, bro. She does. I didn't find that out as long as I know her. And that's the scariest part. She legitimately is bipolar. Fuck it. I didn't find that out until 2023. 2021. So noticing those red flags, and this is why I tell other brothers, stop just saying, man, that bitch crazy as fuck, man. Man, shit, you know, them crazy ones got the best pussy. All that goofy ass cultural shit we say. Cause that's why I just dismiss it. Man, this motherfucker crazy, man. Like, I don't even want you to be bugging like that. No, something awkward I had. So giving a lot of leeway, and then some brothers give a lot of leeway for mental health because, man, if it was you would want somebody, man, that's a good woman. And then he end up on an episode of Snap, on the wrong episode, on the wrong end of an episode of Snap. Because that shit could have easily been me. I'm giving y'all this history for a fucking reason. She has a history of violence. So if anything happens to Kofa and it looks remotely suspect, I need to have this as some piece of evidence for maybe she does. Maybe she learned a lesson from the arson. But you would think that, but she obviously didn't because she done harm her children. Because what I'm starting to see is an escalation. Because talking with her mama, even her, this is their back and forth. You know why it didn't work out with the white dude? She started putting hands on him. So she liked to put hands on men. Then she gravitated toward burning down her house. Burning down somebody's house. Now she's harmed her own children. What do you think the next step is going to be? This is a gradual progression. What do you think the next step is going to be? BT says this story needs to be a book. It's going to be part of the book, bro. Culture Evasion said the sad part, women like this do worse to their daughters. I've dated the byproduct of the mothers like this. God almighty, bro. Jay Will says kids watching kids. That was what was she thinking? Exactly. Rod C says salute to that black man for being a brother in need. Yes, bro.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
He could have let my son go in the system, and I definitely may not have found him then. And because of the arson charge and different family services having been involved over these last couple of years, I just found out that my son had already been put in foster care like twice before I found out about him this year. Again, I was always the last option. She was not going to come back. And like she said in her message, I hate to admit it myself, but I need you. So that whole Megan Thee Stallion bullshit, we want y'all, but we don't need y'all, and then y'all run with that shit. That attitude has prevailed across the black community for so long. This is why we talk the shit that we talk on these men with podcasts that hate women so goddamn much. Let y'all tell it. Quiet Storm says panels are a waste of time. They really can be. Let me see. Quiet Storm says overseas is looking better and better as this story goes along. Bro, go. I was on my homeboys about y'all don't have any kids. You really don't have any family to take care of like that. Anything you're doing is a gift for somebody. Go. Whatever the fuck you want to do, go, bro. I was in that space. That's why I started traveling so much. So consistently. I'm still going to be traveling by the grace of God. I got my parents are still living. They can watch him for a weekend. They'll survive a weekend, with a 2-year-old. They are up in age. But I'm not, same thing I told my mom, because she was like, we might need to get him. I was like, Mom, I'm not going to put that burden on y'all. When I need help, I'll ask for help. But the foundation that I'm trying to lay right now, I don't want to have help. I need you to get him right now because it's fresh and new. Because he's going to have to adjust. But my goal, my plan is for him to live full time with me. We'll figure out the visitation and shit with his mama. But that's the goal, is for me to raise my son. Because I want a better version of Kofa. That's what any father wants of their sons. He ain't even got to be a carbon copy, even though the motherfucker look just like my ass. But I need him to be a better version. And with the experience and information and the patience I have with children, he gonna be all right. BT says Kofa bombs, you dropping them. Culture says, thank God I've never gotten one of these hoes pregnant. God bless you, bruh. Messi says, oh my, I ain't no telling what the fuck I said. Sorry, sis. Jay Will says, toothpick Kofa mode activated, bro. That's probably why I was going on my rant. We'll just scroll through some of y'all comments, man. Y'all been a blessing tonight. But let me see. Through the fire. Oh, I don't know who you talking about, Demi and Shine. Through the fire said, I remember saying that to the men on the panel that tried to clown me for taking care of my daughter. That's when I just gave up on these fucking weirdo dudes on the panel.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
BT says, Kofa, ain't no way you're going to make it to work tomorrow. I am. Probably going to be late, but I'm going to make it. Malika says, iron sharpens iron. That's why that boy needs to be with you. He needs love, masculinity, structure, peace, protection, and a sane parent.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Boy. Let me see. Jay Will says, God got you, good brother. Just stay vigilant. I am, bro. Like I said, I just got his birth certificate updated. I just got that. So I found a daycare that I'm fond of. That I think I'm going to get him into like a Head Start early learning. He already picking up basketball. Like the nigga saw basketball and anything that's circular, trash can, flower pot. He already trying to do his thing. So I might have a hooper. You still have moments still trying to save them. Yeah. You see, Broken Tradition says, yes, they clown me because I moved my daughter's mother into a house, a townhouse I own because the mother kept getting evicted. She's irresponsible with her money. So he looked out for his daughter, but all them clown ass niggas saw was he was simping for his baby mama. This is why I talk about a lot of y'all hoe ass niggas on these panels. Now, I might have been a simp at a time, but you know what's crazy? We call black men simps and suckers, but you really be clowning a black man for loving a black woman. Ain't that crazy? But then y'all get on the panel the next night and want to talk about black love. You fucking hoe ass clown nigga. Anyway, look. Through the fire says, nah, but I ain't trying to say that motherfucker. BT says, Mama Lex already said you can bring little KJ over for a weekend. Don't make him a Knicks fan. I'm struggling being a Knicks fan right now because they just traded Julius Randle. That's not for the night. I'm not gonna go down that road. I'm already mad. But yes, man, I'm just very thankful I could get him at 2. I had to find a silver lining, brothers. Because again, I could have got him at 12. He already would have been fucked up. I could have got him at 22, and it was a whole thing of paternity case, and you weren't never there for me type of shit. So, yeah, I'm just not with that. I'm trying to make sure I check my notes, but that was the rundown, bro, of how I found out that I have a 2-year-old son. Quiet Storm hit me with a $5 super chat. Let me see what we got. He says, Kofa, you can open up the Cash app and click the icon on the right. I wrote a full message on it. You want to read it? Yes, sir. I appreciate that. Let me hit you with that. Boom. Hold on, let me get to that. Let me get to this Cash app. Oh, boom. View. Go. I am. Quiet Storm says, go fight for your son. I don't know if y'all can see that. Nope. Damn, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm already in the fight, bro, as you can see. So, brothers, big takeaway. Sorry for the sisters out there, but brothers, stop dating single moms. Because the fucked up part is, I know right now because I'm not as interactive with her other 2 sons, I'm damaging them as well. Because they love me. The other one, I was taking my son back over, and we're still sharing, having to play nice right now between my parents and me and her mom. Until I can get settled, because I still got still got a few months left on military duty that I got to do, and it's a lot of stuff that I have going on military-wise right now. So until I can get stationary back in Atlanta and get my foot settled. But it's only a few months, and again, he only 2. The boy barely know he in the world, as smart as he is. But Theo hit me with the 50 spot. I appreciate you, Theo, man. Thank you for being in here. Theo Coop says, been driving around and ninja watching, couldn't comment. Crazy story. Yes, sir. Theo, For that, I appreciate you, brother. You know we're going to hit you with, dog. I thank you for the
donations, gifts.
Back on me. I appreciate you, Theo. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, it is a crazy story, but I'm living that motherfucker. CDT hit me with a 5 spot. He says, so what was the torture accusation about? The noodles? I don't know what the fuck she was on. Because in the police report, it says that she either held them down or tied them up, the older boys, when she burned them. So I'm thinking everything that she did to those older boys, she projected on them in that message. She projected that on them to have done to my son. But one thing I do know, he has a big burn mark on his leg. It's visible. It looks like it healed up well. It looks like a birthmark, but if you get close, you can tell it's a burn mark. And the fucked up part about it, I don't know. I know he's not old enough probably to remember, but something has impacted him because when he sleep, he has really bad nightmares. Like, this nigga kicked the fuck out of me one night. Like, and not just a little kid, oh, he sleep rough. Like, he's like fighting in his sleep. So, gotta give a little man some help, man. Yeah. Dr. Umar, aka Dr. Scam. But he makes some great drops, TJ. He make for some great drops, bro. CDT says, damn, that's nuts about the story. Yeah. Through the Fire says, Theo, this is some crazy shit. The shit fathers got to go through with a wild ass bitch, bro. And this is why I tell brothers to make better choices. Just be a better man, and be a better man for you. Fuck these niggas on the internet. Fuck these bras in real life and on the internet talking that shit, bro. Go get the motherfucking passport. Open up your options. Move around. Vet. It's not, you're going to have one side trying to clown passport bros talking about you need to vet better. Then you can have passport bros trying to clown brothers for not getting the passport and not going no damn where. Brother, do all of them. Be all encompassing. Be a bad motherfucker and take care of your goddamn kids. Now, I could have cut and run. As soon as I went back and saw them deleted messages, I could have just left that shit where it was. But I didn't, because I potentially had a child out there. And I had told my pops that. I was like, Pop, if she start trying to fight and I got to pay child support, I'm just relinquish my rights. I'll see him when he's 18. Then I talked to TJ. I had to be a better man. I was mad as fuck. I was in my feelings about this shit. This bitch that took my child for 2 years. I don't know where he at. Oh shit, he been down the damn road for... Cautionary says, I found a mugshot, bruh. I'll leave it. I left it alone, bruh. I was done. I told you, I got snipped. I cut her off before she said she had the abortion. Definitely when she had the abortion, bro, I've been out here living. I was done. My job for the men out there, for the brothers out there, my job is to get you smarter, quicker. Not just for the younger cats. You could be older than me and still be dibbling in that phase of trying to be this good black man. I know brothers just now getting divorced in their 50s that said they should have got divorced when they was 38. My job is to get you smarter, quicker. This is why I share these honest stories with you. We joke, we laugh, we play, but when I'm serious about this shit, I be serious about this shit, bro. Because I know I'm not the only one. But I know I'm the one crazy enough to talk this shit out loud. Because what the fuck you gonna do to me? Like, I haven't said it in a while, but 1, it's helping me, telling my story. 2, it's helping somebody else. And 3, you can't whoop my ass like you think you can.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Yes, through the fire is TJ. Through the fire is TJ. What you told me before, bro, is when you were talking about those, when you were telling me about those dudes trying to clown you for taking care of your baby mama. And again, like I said, you may not remember, but you said, man, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Do I have more love for my child than I have hate for my baby mama, I have to love my child more than I have hate for my baby mama. I never forgot that shit, bro. I never forgot that shit. And you said it just in passing. But I was ranting to my dad about not signing over my rights because I didn't want to fight this bitch and go through all this court and go through all this hell. I already had to get an attorney. But then I talked to you, and when you said, man, I have to love my child more than I hate my baby mama, is essentially what you said. And that shit brought me down to another level. Because it was early in that space when I had just found out about him. And having to add my name to the court documents, having to add my name to get the paternity test. I just wanted everything resolved. Then slowly finding out that other men was involved, or she's telling other men they might be the father. And if these niggas is thinking they the father, that means they was fucking her at the time while you was living in my motherfucking house, while I was being a horrible father. What little boy you know don't want a whole bunch of Transformers, Ninja Turtles and shit, and a big screen TV and pizza? But I had to let that shit go too, because now I gotta it's fucked up because I still gotta see them because I gotta focus on their brother. And their dad is trying to work that relationship out or whatever's going on with that. I can't worry about that anymore. I gotta worry about mine. Trying to help everybody goddamn else, that's what got me in this situation now. So I had to get cold with that shit. I think somebody said it in the chat earlier. This is why brothers turn cold. TJ says, through the Fire Podcast says, slight correction, I wasn't taking care of my daughter's mother. I was taking care of my daughter. I named her Victory for a reason. Yeah, I know what you were saying, that you were taking care of your daughter, but by proxy, making sure that, hey, you can stay there because you know your daughter's with her. I knew what you were saying. I knew them dudes were clowning you about that shit. But what that little spot that you said, I have to love my child more than I hate her mother, because to leave the child over there and not leave the child house for your baby mama or whatever, that means your child will be homeless and you got to work and provide. So I got what you were saying, but I'm just telling you, when you said that I have to love my child more than hate my baby mama, that put a lot of shit in perspective for me, and it calmed me way the fuck down, bro. Because BT ain't even know that I was on one at the time. When I very first found out and I got over the initial shock, I had violent thoughts. But I'm past that now. She ain't even worth it. The same thing I tell y'all. Ain't none of these bitches worth your life or your freedom, your time or your money. Fuck them. Quiet Storm says, I'm glad TLA finally cleared the air. What happened? Let's see. Miss Michelle, yeah, that TLA news was heavy as shit. Oh, all good, bro. All good. I don't even know what the hell happened on TLA. We got to hear. Somebody hit me up. Somebody that got my number, man, text me afterward, because I'm finna get up off of here, man. Through the Fire says, brothers got to look out for one another, because don't nobody give two fucks about our problems.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Rod C, I got your cash app for the 5 spot, brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Rod C. Quiet Storm, I just got your text, bro. Goddamn. Goddamn. All right. Y'all, I hope this live was worth it. I appreciate all the, y'all know it, gotta hit you with it one more time. Appreciate all the
donations, gifts.
Cause y'all know
I'm poor,
Yeah, you are.
I'm poor, ain't I? Poor little fella. But I appreciate y'all being here for me to share this story, man. There probably will be a part 2 to this, because until I actually have custody, court paperwork from that boy, and I can start showing y'all stories of him growing up and shit, man, I can't fucking wait, bro. Ain't no fucking prouder father. I appreciate that Quiet Storm. I just got the link, bro. Ain't no prouder father right now, man. As much hell as I went through, I was stressed the fuck out, y'all. Let me put something in perspective for y'all as well on why I wasn't going live. When I'm in Alabama, I work in Birmingham, which is an hour and a half away from Montgomery. But I was living in Montgomery with my parents. So an hour and a half in the morning, I'm getting up at 4:30, 5 o'clock, between 4:30 and 5:30 every morning. I got to be out the house by 6 to beat that traffic. So I'm up by, let's say, by 5 every morning. An hour and a half to work. Then I'm off work. I got to drive an hour and a half back. I may not get home till about 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. I got enough time to watch the news, watch Family Feud with my parents, because I'm trying to spend time with them as well. So that's about an hour gone. Smoke a quick cigar for about an hour and a half, hop in the shower, and my ass is in the bed. Then I find out about my son. So all the time, I'm driving 3 hours a day to work, commuting, trying to figure out this situation with him. So that's a big reason why I was out of pocket. If I wasn't working or with family for those little 3 hours in the evening, I would sleep. So I appreciate y'all for still being here rocking with me, man. Every time, you know what? Blaze was trolling me, BT was trolling me, Messi was trolling me. I used to laugh and I never took it serious, right? Because that let me know y'all was still thinking about me. And y'all have no fucking clue, bro, how much that shit meant when I was going through that shit looking for this boy. Trying to find my fucking son, and I found him. And now I got custody in one state, but I got to play nice in another state and get this shit done here. So thank y'all. Real talk, man. Culture says, great show. BT said, I've been waiting for you to share this story. And let me tell y'all how real of a one BT was. He ain't never say a motherfucking word. On YouTube, off YouTube, to anybody that didn't need to know or that I hadn't already told or said he could share with. He didn't make this some outlandish story. Anything I told BT in confidence, I've never heard repeated.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Through the Fire says, damn, how many miles have you put on your car? I might be time for a new car with all the miles. And that was the thing. I got the car in 2020 when the pandemic hit. So I was really at the house for like the last 2, almost 3 years. So this is the most mileage I've put on my car in 1 year. Probably about 15,000 miles, which is about average for a year. But because I was driving so much over the last 8 months daily, it's a little bit more because I still will come back home on the weekend to Atlanta so many times. But when Kofa put his work in, bro, I put my work in. Like I don't fuck around, especially for my goddamn kids. Look, it says because he was right. But I'm already putting in the work. I'm gonna continue to put in the work. I appreciate y'all's support, man. I don't give a fuck about the size of the channel, man. I couldn't be more grateful. Y'all know I'm very appreciative of the super chats and everything, but please share the story. Have these conversations. Have these serious conversations. That's why I showed y'all some of the legal documents, these putative father registries, man. You have to do this. The DNA test is not enough. I'm telling you, the DNA test is not enough. The putative father registry is not enough. You need a legitimation order from the court saying you are this child's father. I'm going to put a pin in that. Probably going to circle back on this, but this was the story of how we got here with my son. So long live Prince Crown. As always, I love y'all. Ain't shit you can do about it. You matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. Thank y'all. Long live Prince Crown.